This podcast contains profanity and explicit material from the outset,
which may not be suitable for children or sensitive adults.
The views expressed are made in humour and are not designed to offend.
Now
sit back and enjoy. Turn your books, ladies and gentlemen, to page 45 of your New Testament.
And here we go.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to episode number 10 of the Three Little Pigs podcast. Tonight we bring you some beers, some jeers, and some cheers. That's a thing, right? Is it? That sounds right.
You said jeers.
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 Like Richard Jeers. Like him. So yeah, that's what we're bringing. We're not bringing Richard Gere. We're bringing
J-E-E-R.
We're bringing jeers. It's kind of like we're bringing like different types of jokes.
Yeah.
Episode number 10.
Yeah, that's a nice number.
Yeah.
That's a nice number.
It is.
It's two numbers.
Yeah, actually, it is.
Yeah.
It's a 1 and a 0
debatable.
It's a placeholder.
combined. It is
Double digits.
double digits.
Who doesn't like double digits?
We have been rocking the double digits tonight.
Two in the pink and one in the stink.
That's 3 digits.
Yeah, but
That's called
two
the
is in
shocker.
one.
That is called the Shocker.
Yeah, yes.
This is Steel Panther. If you like Steel Panther, have a listen.
Yeah, I forgot the name of the band.
Yeah,
Steel Panther.
Steel Panther,
Yes.
What's it called? Like Iron Fox.
Titanium Raccoon.
Yeah. That would be a good cover band.
That actually sounds like
yeah. Titanium Raccoon.
presents.
The Copper Tiger.
Yeah. Yeah. Episode 10. We've come a long way. It's been a long journey. It's been a while actually since we've been able to record. A few things came up. Some work, some health issues with me.
Yeah, you're practically
I'd be
dying.
pissing blood. only
I don't
like
know why I'm laughing.
I know.
It's not funny.
No, it's not. It's fucking awful, but...
Thanks, guys. I mean,
Come down my dick!
it's not a lot, but
It's still there.
it's some.
there.
And because of that, I encourage everyone to, if you have any concerns, go to your GP.
138-1114.
Yeah, yeah. Whatever your local GP number is, phone them. If your pee is not the color it should be, go to your GP.
Don't...
All of it rhymes.
Oh yeah, kind of. I used pee twice, but no, come on.
That's good.
That's not bad. Yeah.
If the color of your pee is not as what should it be, call your GP.
Ba-ba-da.
Nice.
Yeah, so that's my advice for health people, or just in general. Yeah, we need to look after ourselves. It's been turning 30, I think. I'm getting towards the 3-0, and yeah, it's not been good. It's not been good. I had a couple of bits cut out my head, and now I've been pissing blood, and yeah. And
You're on a steep slope, man. Fucking hell. I thought I was bad.
I don't like. I could put it down to if I lived like a really, really bad lifestyle.
Like
see,
me.
if I woke if I smoked like 60 a day, I'd understand. But I don't. I don't even smoke.
Yeah.
So it's like
I'm surprised I'm still alive. I'll be honest.
yeah. Not for any sinister reason, just like just generic physical existence.
There's a few sinister reasons.
Yeah, but like just like I'm my insides must be starting to pickle or something because
Yeah,
I don't know, just
Oh, I went the other day. I went to the Department of Transport and I went and got my learners for my motorbike.
Oh yeah.
And they do the whole eye test thing.
Yeah.
All right, so I just came off night shift, so this is my excuse. All right, so I covered my right eye. She's like, read the lowest line you can, and it was second from the bottom, like the real tiny one. It was really good. And she's like, okay, now switch. And I went, oh fuck. I couldn't even read the biggest one.
Yeah.
It was all blurry.
Yeah.
But I was like, hang on. Honestly, I was standing there for like 5 minutes. Just like,
there's no time limit. It's
hang on.
Yeah.
Yeah. I was like, oh, just give me a minute. 5 minutes later.
Yeah.
It's not, I swear it's because I'm on night shift. Just hang on.
Yeah.
Anyway, I ended up getting like the third line up,
Oh yeah, that's
which
that's
is
fair
apparently
enough.
normal.
Yeah.
Yeah. I've noticed mine have started to go as well.
Yeah.
Like just
Trick for young players.
Yeah.
Because you know you're going to have an eye test and they put you a bit closer when you're at the counter. Read the line that's probably fourth, like second from the top. Memorise them both and just go and fucking on both of them.
Yeah.
Yeah. You're
No,
like,
she,
that looks
the
like a
thing
D.
is, she told me to do it backwards. So I tried to read because
Wait. I've got a sketch for you. Right, you watching? Right. So, this is me, Chris, right? So, for all you listeners, right, I'm standing up and doing a sketch right now. So, okay, right, Chris, can you read the first line? Yeah. FLSTU. Okay, right. Now, we want you to do it backwards. And unfortunately, this is a podcast, and you don't know what I just done. But it was pretty funny.
he literally turned around.
Yeah. Can you read it backwards? And he turned around.
And
What
he
did you
turned
do?
around. No, so yeah, I because I did remember the line I read,
Yeah.
and she's just and I was like, I was gonna do it. She's like, okay, now, read it backwards. I was like, ah, fuck, I can't read it.
Yeah. And that sketch was sponsored by Lemmy. Or in fact, not sponsored by Lemmy. I would say it's what's that thing? Inspired. Inspired, because he has a sketch where he goes into the butcher's and he goes, "Can I get a pound of bacon, please?" And she goes, "Lean?" And he goes, "Can I get a pound of bacon, please?" And then she spits in his face.
Nice.
Yeah, but yeah. So yeah, that's where. That's just what came to my head. Sorry about that. Sorry to take this away from your story.
No, that's fine.
Yeah, so
I was just talking about getting old,
yeah, it's like I've noticed like
impaired vision.
impaired vision, everything's impaired. Really,
If I take these off, like, you guys are just the.
we just what do they help you hear as well? Yeah. Do they help you hear?
Yeah. Which one?
See, the thing is, he looks like he can't see us either. Like when he takes them off, he just
Mine is
looks
a
like
fucking bat.
It's just like a blank expression. It's just,
You know when they have those grained out people at the fucking.
yeah.
Yeah, that's what you guys look like when I take my glasses off.
You look like when you're playing like a racing game and you've got those fans at the side. He looks like
Okay.
he looks like a race car driving game fan at the finish line. He looks like a pixel face.
And I'm on the fucking downward slope to 40 in fucking 2 years' time.
Oh man.
Oh, man.
This is so we're going to keep releasing episodes until one of us dies of old age. Clearly,
Episode 12. We're sorry to report.
Jamie has died. Old age. The TB got the tuberculosis got him. The black lung.
The Black Death.
How we got the black lung in 2020? We have no idea, but he got it.
Well, hey, the plague's making a comeback, so.
Oh yes,
knows?
Topical. It's topical tonight, actually.
Yay! Mass destruction, yay!
Yeah, Mass Death.
Mass death. Yeah. Oh wait, what? No, not woo. No woos. No woos on mass death.
Anti-woo.
Yeah. Boo.
Boo, Mass Death. Boo.
Boo. Boo. So tonight, I don't really got a topic tonight. I'm just kind of talking about a few things.
Well, that's quite lazy of
Yeah, do you know what? It is. But do you know what? Fuck it. Episode 10.
fuck you.
Episode 10. I'm having a break.
Yeah.
Fuck you.
Man, I could have done. I almost did the same thing because I was going to talk about the Resident Evil series.
Yeah.
And I was like, I know enough about that.
Yeah.
I was just going to sit here and talk shit, but that didn't happen.
It turns out he does not know a lot about the Resident Evil series.
No, I do, but then I just went down some other wormhole
Yeah.
and I never
nice.
came back.
I'm a changed man.
Yeah. So so I've only got a few things. Are we doing fuckwits? Have you got fuckwits?
I've got a fuckwit.
I've got a fuckwit.
I'll be honest, I forgot, but I'll think of one.
Okay. I will go with my fuckwit.
Go.
So, and I'll be talking about this later in the podcast as well. But we went to see Queen on Tuesday. It was really good. They actually didn't do Flash. They did.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah, they didn't play that.
Disappointing.
Yes.
But that's Is that more of a theme song though?
Yeah, but
than
they wrote it.
Yeah, I know, but it's. I would only affiliate it with the show or whatever it was.
The movie.
The movie.
The man.
Gordon's
Flash
alive.
Gordon.
alive.
Gordon Flash.
Gordon Flash.
Anyway, so I won't get into the show now because I'll talk about that later because it was a really good show. But it was Queen. It was a rock concert. There was something meant to have been like 70,000 people there, right? And the main floor area. So my fuck of the week is the person that was in charge of the seating arrangements because it was a seated concert.
All of it?
Yes, the whole thing.
That's weird.
There was no standing at all. You could stand at your seat, but you piss off a lot of people sitting around you.
See,
And that's it was a bit disappointing.
that's
if I'm
more
honest.
for like a symphony or you know,
like an orchestra or the ballet.
Yeah,
Yeah,
like
not Queen.
or Cats. Like
Yeah.
fucking,
Yeah, Cass is quite good by the way. The stage show, not the movie. I've heard the movie's terrible.
yeah, I've heard the movie's terrible. As well.
Even Rebel Wilson said it was terrible in her speech. She done a speech and said it was dreadful.
Wow.
It was an acceptance speech, and she said, "Oh yeah," because she was in it. And she said it was shit. Anyway,
She's
yes.
in it?
Yeah. She was one of the cats. She was probably the fat cat. Well, it's
Pooch
not that.
perfect.
She is a larger lady.
Careful, she'll sue you.
Yeah. Oh wait, no. Did she sue someone for saying that she was fat? I think it was not something else.
It wasn't for being rotund.
Well built.
No, it was for something else.
Yeah.
Some magazine. I think they got something wrong. I don't know. I can't remember.
I mean, I like Rebel Wilson. I think she's pretty fucking funny in most of her films.
So do I.
Yeah.
Yeah.
She
And
is.
it's just, I just like, yeah, she's good. She's got the balls to say that Cass was shit.
Yeah.
Anyway, back to Queen. Back to this rock concert I was talking about.
Yeah.
Um,
All seating.
Yeah, so all seen. So, like, keeping it short, my fuckwit of the week is the person that was in charge of that. Why would you do that, you
Yeah.
dick?
Especially for Queen.
I know.
They have some good rock songs.
Yeah,
man.
all their songs is rock songs.
Yeah.
You know? Like, it was weird because, like, Brian May is jumping around the stage. Like,
Brah.
Roger Taylor's, like, drumming like fuck. And like, Adam Lambert's jumping around like a,
And
you
then
know,
everyone's
putting
just
on a show.
sitting
And everyone's
there.
just sitting there. Yeah.
That's
It's
fucked.
like, yeah.
Could you imagine sitting down at Slipknot? Or like...
Well, that would be
Metallica or-
horrible. That would be a horrible existence.
Yeah, I'd probably call Lifeline.
Yeah, I would.
3,
Yeah.
1, 1, 4.
Yeah.
1, 3,
They're,
1, 1,
they're
1,
making
4.
us Slipknot. So that's my fuck of the week. The prick that organised the seating for
Yeah.
Queen. Why'd you do that, you dick?
Dick. Probably
Numbers. It's probably due to numbers.
age. The median.
Yeah,
median
but
age of people.
if you don't
it's
want,
like 50.
if you don't want to stand
probably.
up the front, there's other
There's
places
a
to
big
stand.
fuck off thing around the outside of the stadium, isn't it?
Yeah. But I mean, the floor space was huge as well. Like,
Yeah.
for the people sitting, like, we probably took up only like half to 3/4 of the total floor space. So there was heaps of
But there
space
was
around
no
you.
standing.
None
Was
at
it-
all. Nah.
Why
I
would
didn't
you
notice
not
the
just
standing.
seats there. It's weird.
I don't know why they did that. But I reckon just due to sheer numbers, they probably took to control and for safety. Like 70,000 is a lot of people to control.
Where was it? Perth Arena.
Yeah, Optus,
Isn't that equipped for like 80 or 100?
something like that. Yeah,
Like,
Yeah.
because that's why they built it.
Yeah.
It's more people.
yeah,
So you could sit down at a Queen concert.
yeah.
Blah.
Spew. So yeah, that's my fuckwit. Whoever organised the scene, just fuckwit. We didn't ruin the gig though, but still a fuckwit.
Nice.
Finn.
I like it. Finn.
Nice.
Yeah, I think of my one now.
I can go into mine if you like. We can fucking it's episode 10. We can fucking change it up.
Let's fucking have a remix.
Yeah. Okay.
What's your thinking? It got a little bit long.
Yeah, that's cool. I'm trying to think of who's wronged me this week.
The human.
You should
race.
probably think of who hasn't wronged you this week and work backwards.
It's a good sound.
And that was the sound of another can of Boulet.
Boulet.
Boulet Bourbon.
The Boulet
Boulet Bobo.
Well, my fuckwit of the week. Well, it's fuckwit of since 2014, really.
Wow.
Is this a school bully? Is this what? Are you
Yeah.
talking about school
This
bully?
guy picked on me because of my glasses. No, it's this is about. It's topical.
Okay.
So it's Mr. Harvey Weinstein.
Oh!
Mr.
Oh!
I've got a bit of background on Mr. Harvey Weinstein before I talk about his
Demise.
Fuck-wittedness.
Yeah.
His demise.
He started Miramax Films.
Did he?
With his brother,
Ah,
Bob.
Bob Weinstein.
Yeah, Bob Weinstein.
Isn't he silent, Bob?
No,
No.
that's
What's that guy's
Kevin
name?
Smith.
Oh, it is Kevin
Yeah.
Smith. Sorry.
He produced a number of great films, including Pulp Fiction, Heavenly Creatures, which was one of Peter Jackson's first big movies.
Oh, yeah.
It's good. And Shakespeare in Love. And he sold Miramax. Yeah,
Shakespeare
Gwyneth
in Love,
Paltrow. Sold Miramax to Disney for $80 million.
Oh, nice.
Yeah. So now, since we've talked about what,
That's quite cheap
yeah,
in the big Hollywood scheme of things.
Yeah, but what year was it he sold them?
I'm not sure. I can't remember.
Because if it was like the 80s or something, then that's quite
Yeah.
good.
80 million claims.
But anyway, let's speak about Bob's billionaire paedophile brother, Harvey.
In October 2017, the New York Times reported dozens of women who had alleged that Harvey, the evil twin of Bob, had sexually assaulted them. The allegations revolved around actresses looking for parts or already established actresses looking that he thought he could manipulate into performing sexual acts.
Naughty boy.
Indeed, his actions started the Me Too movement, the hashtag Me Too movement, and drawing a greater attention to sexual violence against men.
Oh, was that him that started?
I thought it
Or his
was. I thought it was
actions?
Bill Cosby's actions that started the Me Too thing.
I thought it was that guy from Hey Dad. For some reason.
What?
You guys wouldn't know what Hey Dad is.
No.
What
what is
Because
Hey
you're
Dad?
foreigners. It's kind of like it's an Aussie sitcom,
Yeah.
and then
Oh, Craig
Yeah.
McLaughlin? Not that guy?
I don't know.
Okay.
Mel Gibson.
We'll look at it later.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, an investigation was completed and Mr. Weinstein was charged with rape, criminal sexual act, sexual abuse, and sexual misconduct in May 2018. This is a bit of why he's a right fuckwit. During his trial, Mr. Weinstein tried to portray to himself as a frail old man. He walked into court with a walking frame.
Oh yeah, I don't know now. Right, this is Bob. Still, we're talking about.
This is Harvey.
Oh,
Bob's fine. Bob didn't rape anyone. Harvey did.
Sorry, rape is not funny.
wait. I think I've gotten confused over who Harvey Weinstein is.
You know that picture of that dude I put up on the old teaser photo? That's Harvey.
Right.
Yeah.
Well, who was the guy that didn't hang himself in prison?
Jeffrey Epstein.
Oops. Okay, right. So yeah, I've been thinking of the completely wrong billionaire paedophile madman.
Yes.
So right, okay, right. I do know who Harvey Weinstein is now. I do remember the thing with the wheel, the crutches and all that when he was coming into court. Yeah.
Complete out of penis. It was clearly a tactical move by his defence team to show his capabilities to commit the terrible acts. But on February 24th, 2020, so
That's 2 days ago.
2 days ago, he was convicted of 2 of the 5 charges, one being of criminal sexual assault and one being of rape.
Oh.
Mr. Weinstein has been remanded in custody for sentencing, where he faces up to 25 years on one of the charges.
Wow.
Yeah. It's for these reasons that the slimy fat fuck is my fuckwit of the week. He used his perceived power and influence to sexually assault women, and fingers crossed he spends the rest of his days uncomfortably in prison.
Unable to sit down.
This is a warning to all you other celebrity pedophiles. If you're thinking about it, don't.
We've gone watching. We're watching you.
They gon' catch you.
This is the old expression, going from a 5 cent to a 50 cent.
That's right.
5 pence, 50 pence.
Fat pants.
Walking with a whistle.
That's a funny, yeah.
He gets it.
Mainly walking backwards though, right? He'd be like,
It's a gale force wind. Get Harvey out. He's going to play a trombone.
just clap his cheeks. Funny.
Anyway, what you got for us, Chris? Have you got
All right.
a fuck wish?
Well, I managed to think of one. It boils down into the same thing we always talk about, but
Cow.
this is cow. God damn it, cow. No, this is specific. So, I was in the McDonald's drive-through.
Le McDo.
Le McDonald's.
As we call it in France, Le McDo.
Le McDo.
Hello.
I was in the drive-through, and you know when you pull up to the thing to order your food, and someone pulls up at the same time,
Yeah.
right? But you can usually tell who orders first.
Yeah.
Anyway, so I ordered, and I took off, and I joined the queue, and it was like the slip lane thing. And this guy ordered behind me, but I couldn't quite join the slip lane.
Yeah.
Anyway, so he's ordered, and then he's like, whoop, and he's just like cut me off.
Yeah.
Yeah.
In front.
Yeah, in front.
Oh, what a
When
dick.
clearly,
That's a dick move.
I moved away first
Yeah.
from the order box. Yeah. Anyway, so he gets to the window where he pays, and he's busy fucking texting on his phone. I can't remember what car he was driving now. It's like a white Toyota, I think. Anyway,
Sounds like a fuckwit's car. Dave drives them.
I think it was an Orion.
Was it him?
Nah.
It was me.
So he gets to the paying bit, and he's fucking. You can see him. He's texting on his phone, and he just doesn't even look away, and he pay passes whatever he's fucking.
The card's just hitting the woman in the face.
Yeah, he's just waving his card out the window.
Do you want a receipt?
Anyway,
You're like a magician.
and
Sorry.
then he's fucking sitting there for ages and ages. I'm like, what the fuck is going on? And then you see them, like, they pass the FBOS machine back, and he does a retransaction, then he gets a receipt, and he fucking... he's sitting there for, like, a good 2-3 minutes,
Yeah.
maybe? Which seems like an eternity when you're in a drive-thru.
Yeah.
Anyway,
Been
and then he
nuts.
carries on, and he gets his fucking one coffee.
Yeah,
Probably,
fuck.
probably a fucking mocha chaka,
Yeah.
Carte fucking skim milk, half-cut, gluten-free thing. Anyway... So he takes off, and I get to the window to pay, and the manager, I think, was there, and she just had that look, like as in she just dealt with a fuckhead.
Yeah, with an
And
idiot. Yeah.
I was like, and she said something, I can't remember what it was, but she's like, oh, sorry about that, and she like kind of rolled her eyes, and I was like, yeah, the fucking dickhead cut me off to get in front, and then he ends up wasting my time anyway. And she's like, yeah, he paid for your order.
Oh.
Yeah, see?
Yeah.
Because he wasn't fucking paying attention.
Paying attention, yeah.
So he paid for the wrong thing and then was like, oh no, that's not what I wanted. And
That was his exact voice.
Yeah, it kind of...
He's here with us tonight. It's Brian. What a dick. That is a dick move, though, isn't
like
it?
someone in a hurry, but just ends up taking longer. That's, yeah. He's a fuckhead.
Do you know? Can I add briefly to that? Right.
Go.
I should probably just save this for another fuckwit of the week, but I find it pertinent just now, right? And I find it happens a lot, you know, because obviously, like, I like fast food. I probably shouldn't, considering I've been pissing blood. I should probably change my diet. But I don't like going into places where, like, there's people waiting, but they've not formed a correct queue, and you don't know who's waiting and who's not waiting, and like you're standing there, like, because it's happened to me once. The person was like, you know, sometimes there's seats, like, so,
Yeah.
okay, the person was sitting down, and like I walked in and. Oh, I'm next. And the person went, oh, next, please. And I walked up, and then the person went, oh, excuse me, I was next. You were fucking sitting, you weren't even in the queue.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah.
Go home.
Yeah.
You go home. You know, it's
Leave.
Like, so yeah, it's just like,
Yeah.
join the queue. Make it clear. Make your intentions clear.
Yeah.
Queue etiquette.
It's all about queue etiquette.
Yeah.
We should just change fuckwits of the week to queue etiquette, and Dave talks about a murderer. Like, that's what we should do.
Yeah, that's probably what
Yeah.
the title should be called. Yeah. Did I tell you about how I almost got into a fight with that guy, this Maori guy at the blood test place?
No.
Did I tell you
No.
about that? Similar thing.
What a place to get in a fight.
Well, no, it was.
What was going on?
I was going to get a blood test, and normally you just take the number.
Oh,
you
yeah,
take
yeah,
a number
yeah.
thing. Yeah, so I rocked up. There was already, I think, 2 people there, and I grabbed a number. I think it was 13 or 12. I don't know, I can't remember. Anyway, so, and the same thing, like, because you've got a number, you don't really have to line up.
Yeah,
You
it's number, yeah.
They come out and call it. Well, she says next, really. Anyway, so I'm sitting there, playing on my phone, waiting for this blood test, and this other guy walks in, and he grabs a number, clearly after mine.
Yeah.
Like, it was after mine. And the first 2 people go, and then she's like, yeah, next. And this guy gets up and walks in. And I was like, and they shut the door before I even had a chance to be
Oh,
like, hey,
yeah,
fuck you,
yeah,
guy.
yeah, you
But no, I
can't.
knocked.
Yeah.
And I was like, oh, no, I'm next.
Yeah.
I got number 12. He's like, oh, I'm pretty sure I was here before you, bro. And I'm like, dude, I got the number before you. He's like, nah, where were you? I'm like, dude, can you even count? Like, and I started losing my shit, like proper. And she's like, she just cut it off. Yeah. And she's like, oh, don't worry, I'll only be like 2 minutes.
Yeah.
I was like, are you fucking kidding me?
That's not the point. Yeah.
That's not the point. I was like, have people lost the ability to fucking count simple numbers now?
Yeah.
Like,
but like,
asshole.
At the other side of that, I was in giving blood the other day for my kidney stones, and I was the only one sitting there. I knocked the door. There wasn't an answer. I didn't pick a number up because I was the only fucking one there. But then an older lady came and sat down. She picked a number up.
Yeah.
And of course the woman came out and she read the number. She went, oh, number thingy. And she went, oh, that's me. And then she kind of looked over at me and went, you were here first, weren't you? And I was like, yeah, I didn't pick up a number. She's like, oh no, on you go. So I was like, that was nice. That was nice of her. She was nice. Like, you know, she could have just went, fuck you, buddy. Just walked in. And I was sitting there, you know.
Fuckhead.
Yeah.
So anyway, I'm assuming the same thing happened to him that happened to me, because he was only in there for like seconds. So, because I was misinformed by my GP about the test. So he pretty much walked straight out, and he fucking has the audacity to turn around and look at me and goes, oh, enjoy your test, bro. And fucking walks out. I swear I almost followed him out and fucking flogged him. Came this fucking close, man.
Yeah.
You can
hey,
pick
nurse, if you want some more blood, he's got some here.
Draw it up off the floor.
Free blood for everyone.
But yeah, so after that ordeal, right, because I kind of lost my shit, and I was mumbling under my breath, as I usually do, like a crazy person. And I was like, can anyone fucking count anymore? And I went and sat back down. And this fucking old lady who was after him, she was like, next. And she tried to fucking walk in. I was like, did you not just see the fucking ordeal that, like...
You fucking want some tea, hen?
Oh, man. I swear to God, hey. But yeah, I just cut this old lady off. I was like, nah, fuck you. I pushed her out the way and I went in there.
She was my blood first.
Yeah. And I bet the nurse said, no, your blood pressure's too high. I'm not taking it.
Well, I went in there and she's like, oh, you've got to fast for this.
Yeah.
I was like, cunt doctor didn't fucking tell me, did he?
I've had that before, where he just says, go and get this test.
Go get the...
Yeah,
and they don't say
tell
shit.
you.
Yeah. So that happened.
Yeah, you have to be wearing odd socks, and it has to be a Thursday. And then, then you can provide your sample. What?
Shove one finger in your anus.
Yeah, and whistle.
Hop on one foot.
Yeah.
Wear a bandana.
And recite the Greek alphabet.
Alpha. Beta.
C.
Well done. Well done.
Yes. Right. Yes. So, I didn't really prepare anything today. As per my notes that you saw earlier.
Episode 10.
Episode 10. Yeah, let's take a breather. Let's look back at 9 fantastic episodes that we've done so far. There's been laughs, there's been cries. You pooed one time.
Once?
Yeah. Multiple. Yeah, we've had to get that seat repainted a few times. So I thought I'd kind of like gather up a few things. But you hear something?
Yeah, I heard background stuff.
We got ghosts.
That'd be the first
we
question.
got ghosts.
And we got ghosts.
Did you just hear this? No. Go back to your podcast.
There are no ghosts.
What do you mean, ghosts?
We're definitely not ghosts, are we, Steve?
Have you guys seen Grave Encounters?
No.
Great horror movie.
No.
We have to watch.
Grave
Is it
Encounters.
like an old one?
2008-ish, I think.
Oh yeah. No.
It's pretty good.
I'm not one for horror.
You like it?
Is it like I like
It's another hand cam thing.
Oh yeah, Blair Witch is alright. Yeah.
It comes
I
across
still
as
haven't
a...
seen the Blue Witch.
Oh, it's worth a watch. Yeah, it's worth a watch.
You haven't seen it?
No. Because it didn't really tickle my turnips.
It was pretty good.
Yeah, it was. Yeah, it's worth a.
I have to give it a nudge.
Yeah, I've actually got a few things I will discuss in Jim's movie reviews for today as well.
Yeah, me too.
You can take part too. Yeah. However, Cla made me try and watch a fucking Rob Zombie film, and I'm sorry, but they're the fucking worst things.
Was it bad?
Oh my god, it's not as the first one, and it was fucking dreadful.
Which one was it?
The House of a Thousand Corpses.
Oh yeah.
I got 10 minutes in, I was like, what is this fucking like Nightmare Before Christmas stroke. What's that fucking film with the time warp? That.
Yeah, Butterfly Effect. Yeah.
No. What was it? The Rocky Horror Picture Show. Fucking
Yeah.
stupid. Like this is just. I'm sorry, Rob Zombie. I like your music, but your films are shit.
Yeah.
I'm sorry.
Yeah.
You know.
It's a bit
It just like I don't know. You've got to be a certain type of person to enjoy that.
on a certain type of drug.
Yeah,
At
yeah.
a certain type of time.
Yeah, like Claire. it's clearly on drugs then, isn't she? So, we tried to watch it, and I was like 10 minutes in, like to fucking switch that off. Like I'm open to most things, but
It was horrible.
you know, like when it's like even though I have an unlimited data allowance by Wi-Fi, I was like, you're just wasting data watching this. Like, why don't you just fucking switch this fucking thing off? This is just a waste.
It's almost on par with like lesbian vampire killers. You seen?
No,
Yeah.
I've not watched
That's it,
that.
yeah.
Yeah.
It's like-
I've seen that.
Or Sharknado.
It's
It's just stupid. It's just
it's
A House of a Thousand No Thank
yeah. The House of a
the house of 1,000 other people's penises.
It's just yeah. Because in this day and age, it's not just boys that have penises.
Yeah,
Also
wow.
ladies.
Chicks with dicks.
That's a good film, actually. 1 through 5, yeah.
Yeah.
There's not much to the storyline, but you'll get it.
Backdoor sluts 9.
Backdoor Slots 9! That was South Park, remember?
Yeah, the tape. Yeah. Anyway, so
So I've not done any topics,
yeah,
but I just kind of want to talk about a few little things. The first one I go to, if you remember back to, was it the first episode? I talked about Airsoft, WA.
Yes.
episode 1.
There's been a few advancements. The bill has been put before Parliament. They're just waiting on a few things to go through.
Still,
Yeah, but it's a couple steps ahead than it was.
I'm pretty sure you said the bill was.
The bills went to Parliament. It was finished. It's went to Parliament. Obviously,
It's
they've got
it's been read a couple of times, isn't it?
they've got to
different
read
houses.
it. Yeah, because they read it to the lower house and then it goes. I think it goes to the upper house afterwards. So, but because the guy that's doing it, Aaron Stonehouse, because he's individual. What is it? As a private.
Independent.
That's the one. He has to do it in the lower house first. Like he can't go straight to the up. He's got, I don't know, the fucking way it works. So, but yeah, but by all accounts, there's not really much knockback from it.
Oh, okay.
No, not back
Yeah.
from like
Yeah.
because I think have they not got to really justify why they say, well, we don't agree with it? Like,
Yeah,
have they
they
not got to provide?
Yeah,
we're
we're not
not
to and fro arguments.
Yeah,
No
yeah.
problem.
I thought it was more of like a vote, and if the vote was one way or the other, that was it. I didn't think there was much debate.
Oh, I think they do. I think they
A little bit. This would be a for and against, and then they go, because they see both sides of the story before they vote.
Yeah, absolutely. So I joined the Go Airsoft campaign. If you haven't done it, join it because it just helps people to get airsoft. But there's they've started there's a GoFundMe being started as well, and I saw on one of the websites an unknown person donated $2,400 to the campaign.
That's pretty cool.
That's a lot, like, you know, just from like people going, I've got $10, I'll put $10 in or $20. Yeah. Some anonymous person, 2,400. So good on them, because the target was 5,000 and they've hit at least half of that, and well, thanks to that one person. So so we're just waiting now. We're just
some rich fucking asshole.
yeah. But one thing did crop up that despite the fact the bill might go through, they might still have issues. Because federal law, I believe, dictates the importation of
Firearms.
the markers, the airsoft markers. We're going to refer to them. Because if you call them guns, you can't have them. But if you call them markers. But yeah, so that's federal law that affects that. So if it goes through, bridges are going to have to be crossed.
That's kind of annoying.
Yeah. But it might still work out.
I think state law can overrule federal law. Not overrule it, but supersede it. But that kind of means overrule. But
But it would only apply to that state.
Yeah.
Yeah, so it might still be possible. Just
because you get things that are legal in certain states and that are not in other states.
Yeah.
And,
Like weed in Canberra.
Oh, yeah. There you go. See? So the importation of them might be an issue when it comes to it. However, if we're another step closer, I'm all good for that.
Yeah.
But in the meantime, me and Dave, we've been thinking about going along to the Gel Blaster. Going taking part.
Watching a few of the videos.
Yes, it looks really good. The guys, they're
I
really.
heard Joe Busters were meh.
No, well, it's still a grey area. It
No,
is
I
a,
heard
it is a big.
is in fun factor. Like,
No,
it
we
looks
watch some of these
fucking
videos.
choice, man.
Yeah,
Well,
the guy's getting really into it.
Yeah.
Proper. It's just the difference between that and airsoft is just that they're firing balls at water. Really.
And these guys get well into it. They got full helmets. They've
Yeah.
got full everything and all the
All the markers,
weapons,
the markers or whatever you want to call blasters. Yeah, blasters.
Are all literally direct copies without the orange tip at the end.
Yeah.
Of everything. It's
Yeah.
fucking nuts.
So-
it's awesome.
Yeah, it looks pretty good. The guys invest a lot of time and money, and they're obviously promoting responsibility. If you get one, don't be a fucking idiot with it.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah.
And play
So,
responsibly.
this would be a
Well, I
big-
think they're already starting to, like, the fuckwits are already starting to pop up because I've heard about a few
Yeah, you
cases of
hear about
people-
things happening with,
Yeah.
in the news and stuff, and people,
Having
it's a
them.
jail blaster.
Yeah.
There was a case recently as well that came up that there was a guy in New South Wales, I think, got done by the federal police. He was in possession of 70 of them and this and that. But reading between the lines, what's likely happening is that he's not actually got a permit to import them.
Yeah.
Because they're toys, they are classed as toys.
Yeah.
And this guy's he runs a business and he's probably not got a permit, so he's been charged.
Yeah.
But the way it's been written suggests that they're being treated like fucking guns.
Yeah.
When they're not. It's,
No, I've heard about
So-
people doing
Yeah.
armed robberies and stuff
Shit,
with gel
yeah.
blasters and. Yeah,
But it's like,
so-
it's people being stupid with them. But for the genuine people that are like genuine on the sport, to say we've been watching some videos and it looks
it's
fucking
wicked.
great. Like I'm heaps keen to get along and try it out and have some fun.
So I guess it'll be a big shout out to the Perth Gel Ballers, which is the name of the
Yes.
the group.
Yes.
So we'll throw
Oh,
them
give
up
them a
on our
tag, yeah.
Facebook,
Yeah,
on the
give them a
Facebook
tag.
page as well.
Yeah.
Give them a link.
Good
cool.
idea.
Yes, it is a grey area, but gel responsibly. That's the thing. Yeah, gel blast
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 responsibly.
responsibly. Wait, hold on. Pause.
Mark.
Pause. So yeah, that was that's really the little update we've had on here. So it's getting there. It's getting there. Hopefully, it will be with us soon. Another thing I wanted to talk about briefly. The Final Fantasy VII remake is coming in April, and I cannot fucking wait.
Is that the delayed release?
Yes, it was supposed to be out in, I think, 3rd of March was the original. Or yeah, I think
Because
so.
the last I heard
remember
it was
3.3.
definitely delayed.
Yeah, but it's delayed now. But it's now April the whatever. Start of April.
So keen.
Man, it just looks awesome.
Yeah.
It just looks so. Did you play the original?
Yeah. It was like
it's-
the only one I finished. The rest of them I never really bothered.
I don't know why, because like 8 was also fantastic. 9 was a really good game.
15 was
15,
good.
we enjoyed 15. We spent a lot of time. We got Final Fantasy 15 and we fished.
Did we?
We fished a lot, yeah.
Was that?
We played on comms,
Multiplayer?
not with each other.
Oh,
We played on comms.
yeah, on comms, yeah.
We
Yeah.
played on comms and we were just like,
Oh, yeah, that's
fish.
right. I
We
forgot
just
about
fished.
that. Yeah, we just
Yeah,
fished.
all we did was fish.
Yeah.
And that's all I've been doing on Red Dead Redemption 2. Just
Yeah.
fishing. Anyway, but like the videos and everything, it just looks fucking awesome. Like it's going to be so good.
Yeah, it does look good.
I'm thoroughly.
I think it had the best characters, like with Barrett
Yeah,
and
yeah.
Cloud. Like,
Yeah, it must just be the storyline must have just been so capturing for
yeah.
for the audience. And
Have you seen the movie,
which one? There's two.
the CGI one?
There's two.
The Spirits Within.
Yeah, there's a Spirits Within, and there's also another one they done.
I haven't
I'll need to Google it.
Because it
But
wasn't.
there was
the
two.
Spirits
Yeah, the
Within
Spirits Within
wasn't too
yeah.
bad.
Yeah, it was all right, but there was another one.
Oh, I think I remember that one.
In
Let
the
me-
interest of full disclosure, I have never played Final Fantasy ever.
It's a bit sad.
No,
Yeah.
there was
Not even the original one.
I think one. No, not one. Maybe one. I think 2 through 4 are available on your phone. But
Really?
they're pretty old school. They're like
yes,
Game
that's
Boy
it.
games.
You had the Spirits Within in 2001. You had King's Glaive in 2016, which was
Yeah, I
based
didn't
off of
see that.
15.
I didn't see that.
Yeah, it's a movie, and also you
I remember
have
seeing it advertised.
Final Fantasy VII Advent Children in 2005. That's the other one I was talking about. So
yeah.
that's probably another one people want to watch before as it's coming out. Apparently there was a 25-minute animation short film called Final Fantasy VII: The Last Order in 2005. That's just a prequel to Final Fantasy VII. It was developed by Madhouse Studios. There you go. And there's also another 15 called Brotherhood. So yeah, but
I think I remember seeing Kingsglaive.
Kingsglaive, yeah,
I think I saw a trailer.
that was on.
for
It was on
I meant
Netflix.
to watch it.
I think it was on Netflix.
Maybe I must have forgot about it.
So yes, April this year, it's coming. I'll be getting it. I cannot wait. It's going to be so fucking good.
Yeah,
I'll be
grab it.
I'll be disappearing into the ether of my PlayStation. I'll be closing the curtains, not washing. Get some snacks.
Beers.
So, yeah,
I wonder
some snacks.
because the first one, the original 7,
Yes,
didn't take that long to finish, did it?
it was still. It was. Was it not like a 3-discer though?
Was it?
Yeah, I've got the original game through there.
Yeah, okay.
It was a 3-discer, I'm sure. Because remember, 8 was the first one that had 4 discs. But then I think the PlayStation 2 came out. No, 9 came out, and then the PlayStation 2 came out after that. But yeah, those games just fucking awesome. You can get lost in them.
Yeah.
They've in 14 online. They've still got aspects of Final Fantasy 7 in there. You can go to the Golden Saucer. And you can spend your money and gamble and things. So, yeah, play games, race chocobos, chocobos, whatever you want to call them. So yeah, it's coming out. I can't wait. It's going to be good.
Excellent.
Speaking of turn-based combat games, I got Mutant Year Zero. Was it? Yeah, it's called Mutant Year Zero. It's pretty good. If you haven't heard of it, I haven't.
Nope.
So, I think came out late 2019, somewhere around November. It was recently on sale on the PlayStation Store. Just well polished. I can't remember who the developers were. But yeah, it's got real-time stealth combined with tactical turn-based combat.
Oh.
And you roll around as a squad of, I think you can end up with 3 or 4. I think it's 3. But yeah, basically it's post-apocalyptic. Yeah, that's it. It's post-apocalyptic. I can't even say the fucking word right.
Post-apocalyptic.
Yeah, that's the one.
Apocryptic.
Click.
If I recall, a click.
Click.
It was developed by the Bearded Ladies in Sweden.
The bearded lady.
The bearded ladies of Sweden.
But
we will make a computer.
for a, I'd say it was probably meant to be like an A class game. It comes out almost AAA. Like it's pretty double A at least.
At least
It's pretty good.
Nice.
Yeah. So, but yeah, like real time stealth, so you can go through the levels and whatever. It's pretty linear, but then you can separate your squad and set them up where you want, and then you like ambush, and then it turns into tactical turn-based combat.
Yeah.
Where you can choose what to do, and you have action points and all that. Sort of stuff.
Wicked.
Yeah, it's
Sure.
pretty cool.
It's awesome.
You roll around as because it's set in the post.
A post-apocalyptic.
You
Eclectic.
yeah, the world's
Click.
ended, and there's mutants, and you have like powers and shit. But there's one of your characters is a mutated boar, and then there's a duck,
Man, bear, pig.
Yeah.
and there's a duck called Ducks. It's pretty
That's a cool name for a dog.
Yeah,
Sorry,
Ducks.
He's
But
either
yeah,
called Ducks or he's called Larry.
yeah, the voice characters are really good. The storyline's pretty good, and it combines good tactical turn-based with RPG. So yeah,
And there's not really been a good turn-based game in a while.
no,
XCOM.
yeah. So it's I'd say it's probably better than that. Like,
Okay.
yeah, it's pretty good. It's pretty good. Yeah,
Yeah,
worth a
because
shot.
like 15 had a turn-based aspect to it. Final
But it
Fantasy.
wasn't
But
traditional
Yeah, it
to
wasn't
the-
traditional.
to the
And-
fantasy
and I think
series.
7 has the traditional
I hope it
turn-based.
does.
No, I think
hope
it does. Yeah, if you watch the videos, I'm sure it does. But
Yeah.
they've developed it to be fluid.
Yeah,
So,
yeah, I did. I have seen some of the gameplay stuff. It does look pretty cool. It looks like they've done a good job at making it turn-based but fluid.
Yeah.
At the same time. Yeah.
Yeah, so we're hoping for big things. It should be good. Should be really good.
Should be you.
The final thing I wanted to touch on, the drum kit that I got.
Yeah.
Roland bought out a new kit. I've got the TD-25. It's a big fucking drum kit. I spent a lot of money on it.
Yes.
It's good as shit. So they brought out the TD-27, which, do you remember when we went to look at drums? Remember that big one that I played on?
Yeah.
It's kind of like that. Few different variations in between. But they brought out a new drum module as well.
Yeah.
Specifically for the TD-27. And the reason they brought it out is it's to be a cheap entry-level kit for beginners, but still holding that good stage presence.
Yeah.
Because with the Roland kits, like, The lower end ones, you can't really stage with them. They're pretty
Okay.
basic looking. It doesn't look like much. The technology's there, but it doesn't look like much. And as you pay more and you get a bigger kit that looks like a drum kit and, everything. So, yeah, TD27. If you want to play drums, get one of them.
But
That's
is
it.
so you're saying good for beginners as well?
Yeah, you're still talking a couple of grand.
Oh, yeah,
But you're not talking 7, 8, 9, 10. You're talking, I think it was 2.5 or 3.
Oh, that's
alright.
pretty
Which
good.
is really good for what it is.
Yeah.
It's almost on par with mine. Obviously, the drum module's different, but it's almost on par with the appearance of mine as well. Which you've seen mine; it looks like a fucking full drum kit. So
Yeah.
yeah.
Cool, man.
I like the ones with the proper floor toms and stuff where they look.
Yes.
Quite, yeah.
Yeah. That was the one we played on.
Yeah.
We mucked around with.
Yeah.
In the drum
Nice.
shop. So that's pretty much my topics done until we get to Jim's movie reviews.
Yeah.
That's it.
Cool.
Nice.
That's it.
Cool.
What you got for us, Chris?
Let's go with Dave because it's
What you got
episode
for us?
10.
Yeah, fuck it. Episode 10.
yeah.
Let's have a break.
Okay.
Dave, you go.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, I'm bringing you an interesting.
Penises.
He's bringing sexy back.
Yeah.
Yep.
Dave, get it out.
All right, baby.
No, wait, hold on. Dave, Dave, get it out.
Actually heard it. Nice.
Sorry, Dave.
You bastards. I am going to be talking.
I am going home.
Screw you guys.
Sorry.
All right. So, ladies and gentle ducks, I'm speaking to you tonight about the lobotomy, or the permanent ice pick holiday.
No.
So the lobotomy is a medical procedure that severs the lobes in the brain. And it's got a bit of a checkered past that finally ended in the 1960s with the introduction of the drug.
Was it that late?
Yeah.
Jesus. Fuck.
Drug called Thorazine. which
Ooh,
is
that
what-
rings a bell.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Or the chemical lobotomy is what it was called.
Give me some of that shit.
Yep. It was used as a cure-all for all mental illness, as well as other different medical conditions, including headaches, dizziness, and arthritis, were amongst the conditions that would qualify for the procedure.
It's got
They're just
Panadol
like
now.
fucking like it's like I've been playing a lot of Red Dead, right? And like if there was anything wrong with you, it was just like here, have some heroin, like yeah, have some meth. Here you
Yeah,
go.
take
Yeah,
it.
have this cocaine and call me tomorrow
Yeah.
Have
So-
the stories.
via telegram. You know.
Have some Thorazine, buddy. So originally the procedure consisted of shaving the patient's head, usually back to mullet stage at the back, making an incision into the temples, drilling into the skull using a series of auger drills and accessing the cortex, which is what...
Trepanation.
Trepanation, thank you very much.
Throwback Thursday.
Yeah. A sharp instrument was basically a knife, was inserted into the hole with the intent of severing the connections between the frontal lobe and the thalamus. Yeah. Now, as you can imagine,
Meow.
as
Yeah.
you can imagine, piercing brain tissue with no real guidance from imaging is thought with danger, and the results varied considerably.
Buried.
Like,
I watched a video of it getting done.
We watched it. Remember,
Yeah,
you
yeah.
and me sat here and watched
The
it.
old,
Yeah.
the guy just going, looks about right.
Yeah, he's like got his thumbs out and his forefingers, and he's going like.
He's just pretty much, he's got no gloves on during this guy's
just
head.
like-
This guy's laying down with
Yeah.
fucking holes in his head, and they're going, here's a, yeah.
Oh, Jesus.
But the thing is, are you going to go on to the other video we watched as well about the guy, the American guy?
Yeah, I'm going to talk roughly
Yeah, correct.
about it.
I
but yeah,
won't
that's
discuss
fine.
that as well. But what I wanted to, before you jump into
Yeah,
it,
of
like,
course.
who the fuck thought of this? Like, who is there? Does that we actually know who thought? He should have been shot. This guy, like, or this lady, whoever it
probably
was.
Da Vinci or
There's a
something.
little bit for this. So the lobotomy was originally the frontal cortex one that went in through the side was originally developed in 1935 by Dr. Antonio Igas Monas in a Lisbon hospital. And in 1949, Monas received the Nobel Prize for physiology and medicine.
Wow.
What's the prize for?
He just drills in his skulls.
Yep. Attempts were made to later remove the accolade from Monas for obvious reasons.
Yes, absolutely. That's like,
Strike him from the list.
yeah. That's like giving Hitler a fucking award for his work in plumbing. Like, you know, it's like,
It is good.
I'm sorry, that was very insensitive, but that's
it's
what it's on the line.
It's a good analogy.
Yeah, it's a good
very
analogy. Yeah. Okay. Anyway, we'll keep that.
So the method required general anaesthetic and had limited success rate. A lot of the patients died as a result, or they're at very least left worse off than they started. Now, John F. Kennedy's sister, the President of the United States, Rosemary, suffered from mental health issues for a number of years, and the family signed her up for the procedure. So 2 of them got left with a hole in the head.
I was going to say, because when you said when you said JFK, all I could think of was JFK was also subject of a speed lobotomy.
Yeah, he was, yeah, from a distance.
Long range speed lobotomy.
Wow.
Wow.
As a result,
Zinga.
hot take.
Yeah.
Hot topic. As a result, it left her in a partially vegetative state, and not wanting to lose face with the family, they locked her away in facilities until she died at age 81.
Isn't that the whole idea of a lobotomy?
No, the lobotomy is meant to literally people that, like, for example, we've watched a couple of videos where the guys are manic and they literally can't move, and they sever these ones because they did it on chimpanzees. It started on this Dr. Monas. He did it on chimpanzees and used to fuck with chimpanzees and went, oh, works on chimps, works on humans.
Yeah.
But in relation to Rosemary Kennedy, ironically, she was the only Kennedy left out of her siblings to pass away of natural causes. Because Robert Kennedy was popped. So was JFK, popped.
Oh, who was Robert? I don't know Robert
Robert was a brother. So the brother Robert
what's the goal with him?
He was vice president.
Oh, was he?
Next, for the next line. And he got very similar to his brother, but not from a distance.
I was going to say, oh, fuck. We shouldn't have let that guy out.
Yeah.
He's done it again.
Shit.
Fucking Lee Harvey Oswald.
Topical. I've been listening to the last podcast and left doing like a big deep dive into Lee Harvey Oswald. It's very, very good. It's very, very good.
Yeah, they always have good stuff.
Yeah. During my research, I tried to find other sources of the practice in normal life. Now, it's been referenced to 2 movies. 2 very good movies. The first one is, you probably heard of it tons, it's called One Flew Over the Cuckoo Nest.
Yes. Apparently, really good film.
Yeah,
I've not watched it, but...
So the main character is played by Jack Nicholson, who's a convicted criminal who fakes insanity in a bid to escape. He gets sent to a mental asylum where he meets...
Is that him?
Yeah, it is him.
It kind of looks like
Yeah,
Jack
it looks
Nicholson.
from upside down. It looks. Dave's got a drawing in his book. He's got another drawing.
I'll talk about that in a minute.
Okay.
You should get that as a tattoo.
on your cheek.
He meets
your
Nurse Ratched, who makes his life a living hell. This is the real name of the movie. He makes a decision to escape and discuss his plan with another patient called Chief, who's a Native American man. He makes relationships and friendships with other patients, and the mood of the hospital. He organises a massive party. Massive party. They all get pissed, and they're all mental health patients. This resulted in Jack Nicholson's character being given electric shock therapy. The story continues, and something occurs that causes Jack's character to be given a lobotomy. His friend Chief, basically, spoiler alert, to escape the hospital using the plan that was given to him. The movie has a lot of themes about chaos and order, but the scene where Jack Nicholson's character is found with the surgery scars is very powerful and shows that the all too common result of lobotomy. The second one, which I'm going to talk about, is the second method of doing a lobotomy. So it's sucker punch.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, okay.
Yeah. So it's where
I love that fucking movie.
it's a wicked movie.
Yeah, is it like a Saw type film?
No.
Have you not seen it?
No. Oh, wait, no.
It's
I think
with
I know
the
what it's
hot
about.
chicks. It's got the hot chicks, and they're all in an asylum, but they have like a separate reality.
Yeah.
Oh, no, no.
Who did it? Snyder.
Yeah,
Was it Zack Snyder?
It was a
Rob?
graphic novel.
Is he a stapler?
Yeah.
Rob Schneider. Is
Rob Schneider is the stapler. Yeah.
that back? Have you?
He's about to find out that life as a stapler is not so easy. Yeah.
So Sucker Punch, with the lead character Baby.
It's right up your alley.
Oh man, it's fucking
Yeah, it'll
good.
be up your alley.
Is booked into a mental hospital by his stepfather for a lobotomy. The themes of lobotomy tie throughout the movie, and it's pretty good. I won't ruin the end of it, but pretty good to be honest. And a killer soundtrack, attractive ladies killing Nazis and samurais.
Yeah.
Nice.
Attractive ladies killing Nazis, samurai swords.
Nice.
guns.
I mean, that's a lot. I think that's a lot of individual things I like.
Yeah.
Like, combined.
Now,
Nice.
I would like to say
Robots.
Yeah, robots. Yeah, robot samurais. Fucking it's wicked. Nazis.
Dragons. There's a dragon.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And
Is it
miniguns.
Falcor?
Yeah.
Even though he was a big dog thing.
Is
He's
he,
a big dog.
luck dragon.
is he a dragon? Yeah,
Yeah.
He's a big flying dog thing, isn't he?
Yeah. From Never Ending Story.
Yeah.
Here we are.
Probably some sort of Asian dragon.
And apparently there's a looped video on YouTube of that horse dying. You know, the horse death scene. Somebody's looped it.
Atreyu.
Yeah, somebody's looped
Good
it for
band.
like
Yeah,
Atreyu,
yeah,
fucking
yeah,
incredible
good
band. Yeah.
Anyway, sorry.
Yes.
So, now I'd like to say that the lobotomy story ended there with Dr. Monis and his method, but unfortunately it did not. Enter stage right, Walter Freeman III and his permanent ice pick holiday. Mr. Freeman developed a more efficient method of performing the procedure. The procedure consisted of sliding a surgical steel spike, this picture here, surgical steel spike, into the corner of the eye socket, driving it into the prefrontal cortex, wiggling it around it a bit, with a view of severing the connections as the original method. No general anaesthetic, and the practice could be completed within 20 minutes start to finish. Freeman stated he could complete 25 lobotomies within a day and would travel around, and this is not, I'm not taking the piss, he would travel around the USA in his lobotomy mobile, performing...
It's like a terrible Scooby-Doo episode.
Oh my
Would have got away with it too if it weren't for you pesky kids.
Like Zoinks, Scoobs!
They've done another lobotomy. Come on, gang.
Sorry.
In 1952, he performed 228 lobotomies in a 2-week period.
Wow.
Wait, 228 divided by 40. How many is that a day? Like, hold on. Quick maths. 228 divided by 40. That's 16.28 lobotomies a day.
A day.
Yeah, that's not taking out the weekends. So let's do the 228 divided. Take the weekends out. Let's
course.
go by 10.
10 days.
That's 22. That's 23 a day.
That's putting some holes through skull.
Fucking hell. Would you think it was like the deli counter? Just take a ticket. Just take a ticket. Yeah.
Ting.
Yeah.
So Freeman is believed to have performed 3,500 to 5,000 procedures. What?
I'm just sorry.
Yeah.
I remember.
Do you remember?
I remember.
I remember.
Do you remember what that says then? Because I can't remember what this says.
You get that? We got really drunk one night at Goose's house, and we tried to write some topics for the podcast.
God.
And Dave, it looks like looking at it looks like what I imagine you see stuff without your glasses on. Like, it's just unfathomable letters.
Okay, Freeman never wore a mask or gloves during the procedures. The procedure still had the very real possibility of turning into a drooling zombie, lacking any emotion or the ability to function as a normal human being.
That sounds like fun.
There is people that have actually survived it and it worked fine for them. But this procedure was also performed on children as young as 4 years of age.
Are you fucking kidding?
Yeah.
Anyway.
There have been a number of success stories, but they are few and far between. As I previously said, the lobotomy ceased to be normal treatment with the introduction of the drug Thorazine. But the procedure is still performed today. It is performed as a last resort and under proper conditions to minimise the possible complications.
Ah, cool.
It's just a title. Yeah.
It's on Netflix at the moment.
Oh, yeah, it is.
Yeah. So, that is my quick fire chat in relation to the lobotomy.
So what do you remember that? Because me and Dave watched a video one night, and it was that American guy, wasn't it? And he was 60 odd.
Yeah.
And he'd actually had a lobotomy, and they went and gave him a CT scan, was it?
Yeah.
And it proved that they had went through his, and he was fine. He was he was just functioning like a regular human. He was a bit odd,
Yeah.
But I think that was just him as a person, not as a result of the lobotomy. But
No.
I don't know how these guys just like. You take an idea and you go with it. Like, how the fuck did they decide?
Until somebody stops you.
Yeah, like it's just
It's nuts.
I don't know how
Absolutely
they decided that was.
Did-
I know how to fix this.
Did you happen to find out, like, what specifically they use lobotomies to treat?
It's
Or was it
impulse
just
control.
a blanket of...
Oh, it's impulse control. So
Okay.
it was between the frontal cortex, which I can't remember. I did remember, but I can't remember offhand. It was
Because he's had a lobotomy. That's
Yeah.
fine.
So what? It's like people who rock or
yeah. So it's like, for example, it's
people who have to grab things all the time.
yeah. It was people like especially for schizophrenia. They had a lot for schizophrenia. A lot of people that were manic, catatonic states. Like we watched these people
Yeah.
that they were literally rigid, and they were getting picked up by their necks in the 1940s, and they gave them the fucking treatment, and they were loose and playing cards.
Yeah,
It
yeah,
shaved
that-
heads, but it was fucking weird.
Yeah, there was like it showed you the before and after of the patient. Yeah, one of them was like a lad that he was bad, and then like the after it was like after recovery, he was sitting playing cards with the nurse.
Yeah.
And you're like, fuck, like you look at the difference between, and you're like, holy shit. But it's just oh doctor, I don't feel so well. Okay,
Lobotomy.
Yeah, lobotomy.
Lobotomy.
Lobotomy. Yeah. I got the shits.
Have two of
Lobotomy.
these and call me
Lobotomy.
in the morning.
Yeah.
That's why I put the
I got the black lung. Lobotomy.
Lobotomy.
put the picture up on our socials of it's a like old school black and white photo, and it said, "Oh, you've got a cold? Lobotomy." It was like, yeah. So it's the same thing. You got treated for everything with lobotomy, like leeches.
Wow.
Just like oldie time doctors just fucking loved it, didn't
Yeah.
they? They just had a great time.
Yeah,
You know.
it's fucking nuts.
Yeah.
Fucking nuts. Yeah, that's lobotomy. So
Wow.
here we go.
There we go. Fucking, I miss it like a hole in the head. What you got for us, Chris?
All right, gentlemen. Today we are going to be talking about a bit of a... I don't want to say controversial. It's topical. It's a very
Controversial is such a controversial word.
I know. It is. It really is. It has a bit of stigma associated with it. I thought this wasn't originally going to be my topic, but somehow I ended up here. Well, by the end, you'll know why, kind of. So yeah, we're going to talk about the coronavirus.
Oh my god, it's taking over the world.
So yeah,
So much fear mongering.
I could have dived very deep into this, but yeah, I pretty much kept it simple as to where we're at now. So from the country that brought you the Black Death, SARS, and swine flu comes the latest and hottest craze. The coronavirus. Now, I shouldn't make light of it, should I?
No,
Yeah,
no.
it's
Do you know what?
current, though.
I think there's far too much fear mongering about this flu. It's a flu.
Yeah, that's all it is.
It's debatable, but yeah.
Well, look,
Yeah,
it
no,
is,
you're right.
it
You're
is.
right. You're right.
It's a
Yeah.
flu, and at the end of the day, there's so much fear mongering that's going on about it. People are dying from it. Yes, but people die of the flu.
Yeah. Yeah.
The elderly, the people with no immune systems, and very young children will die of the flu if they cannot afford or get medical treatment.
Yeah.
It's as simple as that.
Yeah.
You know, I remember going to a music festival one year, and there was like I think 120,000 people there.
Yeah.
And it was primarily because Rammstein, Slipknot, and Iron Maiden were the three headlining acts that weekend. You're going to get a lot of people.
Yes.
And I asked the security guy because he said, "Oh, yeah, there was a girl that died not far from where we were camped." I was like, "Holy fuck." That's scary. It's like, do a lot of people die? He's like, you'd be surprised. He says, it was something like 7 or 8 this weekend already. I was like,
Wow.
fucking
Jesus,
hell,
alright.
that's a lot of people. He said, but think about it. You've got 120,000 people in a finite area.
Yeah.
Somebody's going to die.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
True.
whether it's a heart attack, whether it's
Dehydration,
dehydration,
yeah.
drugs,
Yeah.
Yeah.
sickness, it happens. So when you've got however many billion people,
Yeah.
people are going to die of things.
Yeah.
that is...
Yeah. That's true.
Anyway, I just think there's too much fear mongering.
Yeah. There seems to be. So the coronavirus is also known as the SARS-CoV-2 virus, or the COVID-19 disease. So obviously I think there's a difference between the virus and the disease.
Strain and all that stuff.
Yeah,
It's
the
a
virus-
naming.
Maybe I
convention.
think the virus might turn into the disease.
Yeah, so
I don't know,
the SARS part
Yeah.
turns into COVID-19 or
Okay,
coronavirus.
but there you go. So, but the coronavirus is just a catch-all term for a virus that affects the nose, sinus, mouth, and throat. It's not a specific name.
Yeah.
It's just a catch-all term, which I didn't know.
Yeah.
I thought this was like the name that it was given.
Well,
Anyway.
whereas if you look at perhaps if you've got a bottle of not antiseptic, what's the word? Antibacterial spray in your kitchen cupboard, perhaps you might find that it lists all the things it can fight.
Which
E.
coronavirus.
coli, stuff like that. Coronavirus is on there. It'll be on there.
That makes sense.
It's a catchment term,
Yeah.
99.9% bacteria, that's it.
I didn't know.
Yeah.
And hopefully other stupid people out there don't know either. So SARS obviously was also a coronavirus that leapt from animals to humans. It started in the city of Wuhan, which is in the province of Hubei. Wuhan has a population of 11 million people.
Shit.
And it was believed to have infected dozens of people, but the exact numbers aren't. They're difficult to tell due to the generic flu-like symptoms.
Yeah.
So,
And also because of the People's Republic of China have specific ways in which they like to control what comes in and out of the country.
Yeah.
No, but that's a bad thing.
I sort of
That's their business. We'll leave them to it.
It is a lady's want.
Yes.
Yeah. So the first victim of the coronavirus was a 61-year-old man who died on the 9th of January, followed by the deaths of two more on the January the 15th and January 18th. The fourth man to die was an 89-year-old man who was admitted a day earlier, I believe, than all of those people, with severe breathing issues. From there, the death toll continued to climb, reaching 25 deaths, or roughly 25 deaths, when it initially sort of started. The World Health Organization, or
Hui. It's Hui.
yeah, where they
in fact, you hear that? There's fucking. She was outside fucking talking to owls.
who?
I got him.
Nice, I like it.
Big tens, dude. Big tens.
Fuck you guys. You actually
Sorry, man.
you look legitimately like.
I've been waiting about 4 months to get that joke
was
in
good. I liked
somewhere.
it.
Like, I've never had an opportunity to say that to
I
anybody.
liked it. It was good. I thought you were talking about Claire.
Class outside talking to owls. Yeah.
Oh, I don't
Like
know,
Maggie or
someone.
the dog,
Yeah,
yeah.
Maggie or something. I was like, what the fuck?
Yeah.
Because I recently saw you sent the Raven thing, didn't you?
Did I? The Raven?
The barking Raven.
Oh no,
Yeah.
it was. I think it was
Someone
Grunter.
else.
I think it was Grunter sent it on the chat. It wasn't me.
Yeah.
Someone did. Yeah.
Anyway. So yeah, the World Health Organization, or WHO, they convened to discuss. Yeah, that was the one. That was the one.
That was what it was.
Yeah,
what episode was that? Like fucking 2 or 3?
Four,
maybe?
three or four,
It was when we
maybe?
started doing them in here. I remember that. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, so they convened to discuss measures to protect the global population, but the coronavirus was deemed not virulent enough to warrant an international emergency at that time.
Yeah.
Despite their finding, Wuhan and the province were locked down like never before. So China locked down this place, preventing 33 million people from traveling. It was also around the time of Chinese New Year, so you can imagine that would have created a bit of a
They want to set off fireworks, have fun.
turmoil, a
You
bit of
don't-
depression.
You don't have any indication of Wuhan itself, whether it is an affluent area, whether
I
it
was
is a
going to look
less...
into Wuhan, but
Because I think that's another indication that's coming out, because there's so much... I say there's so much like information coming out about it, and I mean half of it to me seems to be fucking propaganda.
yeah,
By not by people from China, but just by like people in general trying to get views and get fucking likes. And it's just like, as far as I'm led to believe, the Wuhan might not be the most affluent area. So
Yeah.
the general living.
briefly
you know.
from what I read and what I heard, because I use YouTube and Wikipedia and stuff. I did read that Wuhan didn't have the best medical
Yeah,
facilities
so
or whatever.
it's going to be a lower socioeconomic
Yeah,
area. That's
I
my
think so.
impression.
Yeah.
There's still going to be rich people in there, but what I'm saying, that's the general impression I got.
Same. That's
Yeah,
kind of what I
the
got
district
as well.
is-
So.
yeah.
Well, have you ever heard of Wuhan? I haven't. But it's got 11 fucking million people
It's
there.
a lot of people. Well, there's,
Like,
there's
you
a lot of
know?
people.
But it's China.
Yeah,
So,
but they have like 5 billion, 6, 7.
I don't know.
A lot of people.
a lot.
A lot.
Yeah.
A lot. So after this lockdown, especially at the time of New Year, there was also an information blackout by the Chinese government
Yes.
regarding the virus for the Chinese citizens because they didn't want to cause a panic. They tried to keep it out of their state-run media as much as possible, which seems dodgy to start with anyway.
Tells you.
Why would you not want people to be aware? So the citizens had to turn to social media to try and inform themselves, and we all know how factual, quote unquote, social media can be. And it ended up causing panic anyway. Same thing. So the American CDC has responded by screening passengers at their 5 major airports and that take flights from China.
Yeah.
And they have designed a field test that can tell if a person is infected. So, like, you see on those zombie movies, where they like scan your retinas and shit. It's kind of like that. I don't know if
I
it
have
is, but
personal experience of that.
oh, really?
Seen that take place when we went to Hong Kong.
Wow.
I think there was concerns for it might have been like measles, mumps, and rubella in children. So when we were in the queues coming through the customs or whatever it is to get in and fill out our wee forms and stuff, just all the children were just getting booped in the eyes. That was it. It was,
Wow, that's
but
crazy,
it was taken as the norm. There was no
Yeah.
concerns. It was just like, oh yeah, children, cool, and then on you go.
That's
And
crazy.
it was just
though.
I don't know how they. Maybe it's temperature or something.
Yeah,
I
it's
don't know.
probably
Maybe they know your eyes are lying.
it's a combination of things, I think.
Yeah.
But yeah, I thought because I'm not well traveled. Like I've been all around Australia, but I haven't been outside the country. So like, I just find it strange to be rock up like a zombie movie.
Yeah.
Be scanned and be
And
like,
it looks intimidating. You know, people think, oh, they're doing this. No, but they've done that for years.
Yeah.
and it's the norm.
Yeah.
But it's just because it's the coronavirus and all this. Fucking you know.
Yeah.
Up in the air.
So I think when it sort of first started coming about, the American government did not prevent travel to China, but they raised it to the highest level travel alert, which basically just means be aware of where you're going and why. The virus seems to be only affecting the elderly and people with compromised immune systems.
As I suggested.
But on January 23rd, a completely healthy young Chinese man who was living 1,500 miles from the outbreak epicenter, he became the 26th victim, which kind of raised their eyebrows a bit. Because there's,
But I would say I'm an optimist in that kind of scenario because, you know, despite the fact that he was so far away, despite the fact that he was perfectly healthy, quote unquote, he also could have had an underlying respiratory system, a genetic respiratory system that no one knew about.
Yeah.
You know, because like people, it happened. Like people, really healthy people, like athletes and stuff, like they die and like, oh my god, he was so healthy. How did he die? Because he had an underlying heart condition that no one knew about.
Yeah.
Or
Yeah.
because. So
There's a lot of
there's other
variables.
there's other
There's a lot
aspects
of
to think about.
variables,
You know,
yeah.
and again, this is where the fearmonger for me comes in. Is this healthy guy died? It's fucking outbreak. We're all gonna die.
I'm sure there's
I'm sure there's a
something-
logical explanation for it. Yeah.
There probably is.
Everybody stop panicking.
Yeah.
Let's all
that's
chill
pretty much
down.
it.
Just chill out. Noodle Wednesday.
Eat this and
Was
chill.
was it Noodle Wednesday?
Noodle
What was-
Wednesday.
Noodle Wednesday.
Noodle Wednesday. Let's all chill out.
It's still on.
It's fine. We'll all listen to our favorite podcast, Three Little Pigs. We're all fine.
We're all good.
We're all fine. Everything is fine. How about you?
Yeah. So I think supplies are starting to run low, obviously in China. The hospitals are overcrowded and doctors are being pushed to breaking point.
Yeah, absolutely.
They were talking about because there's a lot of fatigue happening with the doctors. They're getting infected
Yeah, 'cause
because
the immune system's
because
going
of
to
their
toilet.
immune systems because of the fatigue and then it's just making things worse. It's compounding and stuff. So, so as of the 25th of February, which was yesterday.
All my troubles seem so far away. I like the Mr. Bean version. Oh, you know the Mr. Bean film where he goes
Yeah.
to America? Yeah.
Yeah.
Him and the guy that's hosting him, they're drunk walking down the street, and the drunk guy's singing. He's singing the song, and he's like, suddenly, Mr. Bean's playing. He's like, bum. Yeah. Watch the film.
I've only seen it once.
Oh,
I
great film,
vaguely
great film.
remember
Yeah,
it.
Mr. Bean's brilliant,
I was
yeah.
like, oh, my kids have recently started watching it. which is pretty cool.
Oh yeah. Well, the originals.
Yeah.
Oh, nice. Yes, because they do the cartoon as
They
well.
first started on the cartoon,
Yeah.
but then they started watching the original as well.
Yeah.
Yeah, so it's pretty cool.
Favorite episode is the swimming pool episode where he puts the wrong trousers on.
I remember the one when he goes to the beach and he has to try and get his undies off from the inside of his pants.
Yeah.
I remember I was pretty young. I was like, how the fuck did he do that? Like, I wanted to try it.
Yeah.
I think I did try it and failed. I think I heard something. I can't remember.
It was either Graham Norton or it was Graham Norton. I think Rowan Atkinson was on it. Graham Norton show is pretty good when he does these interviews. And
I just hate him.
no, but it is some of the interviews that he does are really
They're very
good.
candid sometimes as well. I know, but I can't stand him.
Rowan Atkinson told this story where he was approached by a guy that's like, "Oh man, you look so much like Mr. Bean," and he's like, it's actually I'm Mr. Bean, I'm Rowan Atkinson. He's like, fuck off. And the guy genuinely did not wouldn't accept the fact that this was Rowan Atkinson he was talking to. And he's like, no, seriously, I'm Rowan Atkinson. He's like, nah, but you should get a job being a Rowan Atkinson. You should be a Mr. Bean impersonator. He's like, yeah, mate, no worries. Yeah, cheers, mate.
Thanks, dickhead.
He just did not, but just like, nah, you're not.
That's pretty funny. I had this run-in with the media once. I can't remember what I was doing. I had a couple of run-ins, but what's that guy from? I think it's Channel 9. Oh, I can't even remember his name now. But he was the same channel. Remember? Yep.
I remember.
Remember Jeff, the weather guy? Oh, you guys are fucking foreign. You won't even know. It doesn't matter.
Chris is totally not
Anyway,
racist.
there was this like news presenter, and he was like making himself all pretty, putting like fucking makeup and shit on, and combing his hair sideways. Yeah. And I was like, I went up to him so confidently, and I was like, "Oh, hey Jeff," and he's like, Jeff's the weather guy. Like you could see he was fucking cut. He was cut so deep, and I was like, sorry. Like he gave me fucking like if he wasn't putting his makeup on, he would have punched me in the face.
Yeah, he's so pissed off. Yeah,
he was fucking.
It's the guy off the
pissed.
TV. I'm gonna say hello.
Yeah.
Hey Jeff.
Hey Jeff.
Jeff.
No, it's my
weird
name's
guy.
this. I was like, oh fuck, whoops.
Oh.
Anyway, so yeah, as of the 20th of Feb, which was yesterday, there have been 80,147 confirmed cases from all over the world. 27,661 people have recovered, and there has been, I don't want to say only because I'm not downplaying it, but there has been 2,699 confirmed deaths because of the virus. It's sitting somewhere between a 1 and 5% mortality rate.
Yep.
But because of, like you said, whatever variables, fear-mongering, et cetera, Wall Street is crashing.
Yeah,
Is it the Dow Jones?
Yeah, Dow
Yeah,
Jones.
Dow
That's
Jones,
just crashing. Italy has just started doing lockdowns because of, I think it's starting to pop up quite heavily over there.
What was it the English or the Welsh or someone? There was doctors that believed they could treat it with HIV medication.
Oh, I didn't hear
Yeah,
that
I can't. I think it wasn't. I don't think it was the Chinese. It was someone else thought. Yeah, I reckon we can. They reckon they could treat it with HIV.
There was
medication.
I was about to talk about a vaccine, which I should have looked into more, but I think that works on the same principles. Is that it wants your cells to create its own proteins to make more antibodies or something.
Yeah.
Like that. I don't. I'm not a fucking biochemist or whatever the shit. That
No,
is.
because if you were, you wouldn't be doing a podcast with your two mates.
I probably would still be, except I'd sound a lot smarter.
Yeah.
Man,
So
stop
yeah,
eating the crayons, Chris.
yeah. So apparently, Italy. That's a new country. I just invented it now.
Italy.
Italy and South Korea are big hot spots at the moment. They're starting to spread like wildfire over there. So that's why Italy is talking about lockdowns and things. Who believe the epidemic in China peaked between January 23 and February 2nd, and believe it may become seasonal, like the flu.
Yeah.
Like it could do that, but there is still a chance that it could accelerate and turn into a full-blown global pandemic.
Yes.
So they're sitting on the precipice of, I guess, not really knowing what it is, I suppose. There are vaccines being tried by a medical company called Moderna. But this is plague very still much on the rise for now.
Yeah.
Sure.
This, I think whoever comes up with that is going to be rewarded handsomely. Whoever.
They're I think they're a US drug company, drug banking company. And yeah, like I said, I think they're developing something that it makes your cells create more proteins or something. So yeah, I'm not sure. Probably some sort of boosting your immune system. Immune system somehow.
But that might actually tie into how they're trying to treat it with, or on the lines of with HIV treatments, because AIDS and it's immune.
Yeah, it's all to do with autoimmune stuff.
What was AIDS? Is autoimmune something?
Deficiency
syndrome. Yeah. Which used to, fun fact, had a different name.
Grid,
which
was kind of disturbing at the
time.
I suppose,
what was it? What did it
gay-related immune deficiency.
Yeah, that or it was gay-related immune disease that it was known
like
as.
that,
When it first came out. Yeah, or when it first came out, but it was like it's a CD. But like when it was first being diagnosed,
categorized,
categorized. Yeah, they called it grid.
Yeah,
because apparently you have to be homosexual to get it.
Yeah.
So concerning, but that was the 70s, 80s, whatever.
Yeah, but I think we talked about it in a previous episode when I talked about like the plague and disease X. This is a disease X. What started as
technically
that.
it would be.
It would have been.
It's just one for the books.
So, but that's how they start, and then they work out what they are. They work out how to fix it, and then they classify it properly. Grid getting called AIDS, and then this will get called we already have. It's probably just going to be another strain of the flu.
Yeah,
but it's still a little bit scary because how viruses mutate and change, and we can't. Sometimes we can't keep up with them. Like we do eventually, but it takes a lot of nearly 3,000 people have died.
It's quite a lot considering
for a world population. It's not a massive amount, but
but when you're thinking of what we're being told is that there's only 80,000 confirmed cases. 3,000 is quite a lot of people. 1 to 5% nearly mortality is quite a lot.
28,000 have recovered from it.
At
the same time.
I think there's a lot of fear mongering and people need to calm down and just it'll get fixed. It'll be fine.
I'm not going to dig too much into the conspiracy. I think Dave had a few lined up, but one of my favorite. I hate to say favorite because it's such a morbid fucking topic. But one of the good ones going around out there, because I'm a massive gamer nerd. There are many conspiracies going around surrounding the coronavirus, but one with the Umbrella Corporation has got to be the best one. So, for those people who aren't familiar with the Umbrella Corporation, it's from a video game series which was developed by Capcom called Resident Evil. It's basically a zombie world, I suppose, or a zombie franchise. Very good game. Started on the PlayStation 1?
Yes.
Yep. Yeah, PlayStation 1. So there's a corporation which they're a biological research company, and they develop a virus which turns people into zombies. And there's an outbreak in a city called Raccoon City.
Yes, Raccoon
City. That's where it all starts. But there's a biological research company in Shanghai which is 800 k's from where it started. So I think the meme that's going around, or the conspiracy says that's where it started. No, that's wrong. But yeah, there's a biological research company in Shanghai that has the exact same logo as Umbrella.
It's just blue, isn't it?
Yeah, it's just slightly different colors. So, and the kicker is that raccoon is an anagram for corona.
People always find these things.
Food for thought, people.
Stop the fear mongering.
Stop the fear mongering. So that's it. That's the coronavirus and where we stand.
Do you know what goes well with the coronavirus?
Lyme
Lyme
disease. Yeah.
Lyme disease. I got it.
10 points to Gryffindor.
Yeah. And do you know who has Lyme disease? Justin Bieber.
Does he?
Yeah.
I
He's
didn't
a
even
very
know
sick
what
man.
Lyme
Actually.
disease is.
Actually, he's a very, very
Actual
sick
Lyme
man.
disease- Wow.
Yeah.
Oh. Well, that's a shame. I
He's-
wish
he's-
him all the best for his
yeah.
recovery.
Hopefully
Can you recover from that?
Yeah, you can. Oh, no. It's
It's
autoimmune
permanent
disease.
thing, like,
Yeah, it's permanent.
What is it? Immune disease? Is he actually got?
Yeah, Lyme disease.
Wow.
Yeah. That's why he looks
That's
a
a
bit
real-
weird and sickly homeless right now.
Yeah, I thought he kind of had the Macaulay Culkin look about him.
Yeah.
But I thought he's always kind of been like that kind of skinny, gaunt.
No,
I thought it was just celebrity drugs.
He was pretty jacked at one point.
Yeah.
Oh, no, he was. Well, I don't think he was jacked. I think he was just skinny, but was doing push-ups. you know, like that,
Yeah.
like you know,
Like a meth diet.
yeah,
Sort of thing,
yeah, you know, like that drug user diet, like where they pose like they're jacked, but they're not. They've just never like had any weight on them.
Yeah.
And like like I thought he was kind of. I thought it was just like the celebrity
Nice.
lifestyle.
Sick.
Wow,
Yeah.
poor fella.
Yeah, fuck
Yeah,
it.
you don't wish that on anybody, really.
Nah,
like
fuck
people haven't had Lyme disease since like their fucking 50s. Like, how the oh, I don't know.
Bloody anti-vaxxers.
I know.
Whatever happened to leprosy? Is that still around?
It fell off the radar.
No, I was gonna say
Yes!
no, it didn't. It dropped off.
Hey.
You bastards.
Yeah, but yeah, like leprosy. I keep mentioning tuberculosis, like TB, like that. Like people just don't
That's
get
still
these
around.
things. It's still around.
It's
Yeah,
fucking crazy.
yeah, but it's in very poor.
Yeah,
Third world country. Yeah, but these things still exist. But you'd think like someone from the first world that's got more money than he could choke a donkey with.
Would just eradicate it or something.
You know, like you'd think, even with his potential to have access to the best medical treatment in the world, and he's fucking got Lyme disease. Fucking hell.
Crazy.
That's yeah. I think we should look into that. I'm keen to know a bit more about it.
Yeah, I don't
Lyme
know.
disease. Yeah, I don't actually know about
Oh,
Lyme
write
disease.
it down.
Write it down, and we'll cover it next time.
Ram disease.
It's spelled differently too.
That's what rappers have. Lyme disease.
Ram disease.
Maybe.
Like it.
Nice, I like that.
Nice.
California love.
Oh, we've done that. We've covered that in a previous record. One of our previous releases. That's covered. Yeah. So, boys, I went to see Queen.
Yes.
Oh my god, that was one of the best fucking concerts I've ever been to.
Yeah.
Really?
And I'm saying that from a whole concert perspective, despite the seating issue we talked about earlier.
Yeah.
But from performance, production, sound, stage, lights, it's just everything. It was just fucking. I've never seen anything like that. They've obviously they've put a lot of money into that stage production,
Yeah.
and
How much were the tickets?
it varied incredibly.
Yeah.
It probably varied for like standard seating. Maybe went from 100 or less to for right up the front row, maybe up to 500-600.
Okay.
But there's always VIP package.
yeah.
Yeah.
There was actually people on stage in the graphic from the screens that it made it look like theatre boxes, but they were obviously just standing on raised platforms, and there was maybe about 10 or 12 people in total. Where I don't know whether that was friends and relatives of the band, or that was people that have paid.
Premium.
But if it was, they would have paid thousands.
Thousands, yeah.
Because when we were looking at the Metallica tickets, I think they were like 3,000-4,000 for.
Oh wow.
Slipknot are doing a boat tour, a cruise, Slipknot
Knotfest.
cruise, yeah. And I looked at the tickets for that. They looked not bad.
Wait, you go on a
You
boat?
go on a
with
you go on a cruise with Slipknot, and they perform. They perform each night. Other bands play too. It's from it's
America. Yeah.
No, it's Europe.
Yeah.
It's Italy. So it finishes in Italy or it starts in Italy or something like that. Anyway, it's a couple-day cruise, and I looked at the prices for the fact that it's a cruise on top of the band playing. You could get like two people it worked out. This was in pounds.
Yeah.
I think it was about £1,500 each.
Shit.
For a cabin
Yeah.
for
Too
a
bad.
however many day cruise, including all your
And
performances.
you could
and
just
food.
go and see the band, like when it.
But yeah, but they
Yeah.
just like the band just cut about during the day. Like
Yeah.
they have workshops. They just walk around the boat with you. Like they're just like mingling in between. It's a real
That
personal
would
experience.
be a fucking awesome
Yeah.
cruise.
Yeah.
Because I would imagine. I don't know. I would imagine you would only get like-minded people on that boat.
Oh yeah, you're not just going to get a
get,
random
like-
family turn up.
You know, get like oldies and shit. Like it's
called
a
not
specific.
It's called Not Fest at Sea.
Oh,
yeah,
wow.
And like I looked at the prices and I was like, shit. Like, see if I'd had a little win in the lottery or something, I'd probably go, fuck yeah, let's fly out and go, let's do something like that. Like, yeah, and they perform each night. Other bands perform. There's workshops. You know, like Jim Root will do a guitar workshop. Jay Weinberg will do a drum workshop.
Yeah.
You know, just all this stuff. And there's all memorabilia everywhere, and it's just cool.
That'd be
fuck.
fucking cool.
Yeah.
And you'd just be off your face the whole fucking time.
Yeah, you'd just be like drunk as fuck, you know. But like the tickets weren't unreasonable. Like, it would be shit if you were one person because it was more expensive for one individual to go because you get put in a cabin with other people too.
Yeah.
Whereas if 2 or 3 people booked tickets, it got cheaper per person. But that's because you're spending, you know, it's not just 1,500. Maybe it's 12, 12, and 12. But that's nearly $4,000. So,
and I guess essentially, if they are just because I know a lot of celebrities or performers that sort of go or die off going to the they do a lot of cruises. It's like almost hitting like the Vegas scene.
Yeah.
Like they just go on cruises.
Yeah, like residencies at Vegas and
so
stuff.
I guess
you know?
technically the tickets should just be the cost of the cruise because the cruise company pays the band to that'd be fucking yeah.
Or the band will charter the cruise ship
or that
and charge what they want for
tickets. Yeah,
because the cruise ship will say, right, it will cost you this much for this many days staff.
That'd be pretty fucking sweet, man.
Yeah,
even being
good.
the band, like if you feel like, oh, let's just go for a fucking boat cruise.
Yeah. The thing is, it's going to be full of proper super fans, like you know, people that really want. You don't just buy a ticket for the sake of it. You've got to be committed to going that.
Yeah.
You know. And yeah, it looks really good. Like the lineup and everything, all included. Yeah, Not Fest at Sea.
Do you know one thing that disappointed me about Slipknot? Because I saw it at the same time. Is they've released like 3. They've done a Metallica. Metallica's released their own whiskey. Slipknot have released their own whiskey also.
Yes.
Branded out.
Yes, they have. Yeah, but
I said about Not Fest at Sea. Awesome idea because it's obviously gives a bit of closer to the
it's
fan.
unique as it's a personal. It's a very personal experience.
But releasing your own whiskey was a wee bit.
Especially doing it so close to another band.
Yeah.
One thing with Slipknot as well, boys. I can't remember who it was. One of the members fairly recently departed the band. There was disagreements over money. It wasn't. I don't think it was Sean Crahan.
No.
It was whoever it was. Anyway, I'm watching the video and I'm looking at the stage and I'm going, that looks like the full fucking setup. That looks like the full 9. So I thought they got rid of one of them.
Yeah.
There's a new member.
Oh, really?
Slipknot have a new member.
Wow.
And it's rumoured to be a certain percussionist.
Ah.
He's currently known as Pancake Face, I think, with the band.
Oh, yes.
He's a very, very skinny guy, and he's top left on the stage when you're looking at it, taking place of the guy that got kicked out. Or that left through whatever reason.
Yeah.
He's not been formally announced. However, there's some research online that I watched. This guy, because he's played with a few bands before, nothing major, but with a few bands. He all of a sudden, all his family and friends and everything have started liking all the Slipknot stuff. He's randomly started appearing. He's been cited when the bands have been arriving from airports and stuff. They're like, who is this guy that's with them?
But they haven't announced.
But it's not been formally announced.
Okay.
The same happened with Jay Weinberg and also with the V-Man.
Yeah.
The bass player. I can't remember his full name.
He's
Mexican
name.
No, Mexican name, but he's English.
Yeah.
He's an English bloke. Yeah. He's like, all right, lovers, I play with Slipknot. It's not like that, but because I watched an interview with him and how he got into the band. He was a guitar tech for another, guitar tech, not a bass player. And he said he got talking to Jim Root on one of the tour cycles, and Jim, do you know any sweet bass players? And he's like, me. He's like, oh, okay. You want to play bass? And then that was it from there. And Jay Weinberg, he was touring because his dad was the drummer for
Bruce Springsteen.
Bruce Springsteen, and Jay was on tour with them. And his manager phoned him and said, "Look, there's a band needing a drummer. Want you to come for a rehearsal." They didn't tell him who it was, and he's sitting behind a drum kit, and fucking Slipknot walked in.
Oh wow!
He didn't get told to rehearse anything. He just said, "Just come along to this thing." And he said I think they played for like 10 songs straight off, and he got them mostly. and then he was offered the job.
Wow,
So yeah,
that's pretty cool.
fun fact. Yeah.
For those of you people who aren't, super death metal. Well, I'm going to call it death metal.
Heavy. They're heavy.
Heavy.
Yeah.
Death metal's different, and thrash. I hate.
I'm
thrash.
not- yeah,
See,
I'm not-
I'm a heavy guy.
Yeah.
Right? I love heavy, but I fucking hate thrash.
You're quite trim, mate. You're quite staunch.
Fuck off. No, but
Athlete.
bands like Cannibal Corpse. Nah,
Oh my God.
They just they don't do it for
Yeah,
me.
that's-
They're thrash. But yeah, Slipknot, for those of the common folk out there that I
Yes.
suppose hear the word Slipknot and they go, oh, that's a bit heavy. Corey Taylor, same, and I only sort of found this out semi-recently. I know we've already talked about it, but this is for the people out there. Corey Taylor, the lead singer, Corey Taylor, the lead singer of Slipknot, is the same guy who sung this song. There's going to be an ad, damn it.
I've got I pay for Spotify.
No, it's fine.
Yeah, sure.
I just wait till the ad finishes.
Get Uber or Orla. What one was that?
Didi.
Oh yeah, get Didi.
Diddy.
Not endorsed by
this
Didi.
song. Nope, not this song. This is an ad also.
Who's it for?
Makona, coffee.
Buy coffee.
Looking at you through the glass, don't know how much time has passed.
Big difference.
God, it feels like
Forever.
He's actually a very talented man.
Yeah, he is. Yeah.
Actually, I think Not Fest at Sea has him doing an acoustic set.
Yes, it does.
Because he did tour.
that'd be cool.
He did tour an acoustic set for a while. I would have loved to go and see that.
Wicked.
I've watched them on YouTube. They're
It's great.
really good.
Yeah, it's
really
great.
good.
He toured with Jim Root as well. Him and Jim Root did an acoustic thing.
He's a
a
good
while.
singer, man.
Oh, he's great. Yeah, he's got a novel. I should probably buy his book. He's got a biography thing.
That'd be cool.
Autobiography, biography.
Yeah.
What one means it's his own?
Autobiography.
Yeah, he's got an
written
autobiography.
himself,
Yeah.
No, isn't autobiography the one that's written
Someone
by
else?
someone else?
No, biography is written by somebody else. Autobiography is when it's written by you.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. He's got his own book about him.
Oh.
So yeah, but yeah, Not Fest at Sea. I think if I had the money, it's quite an expense for us to go from here.
Yeah.
You know,
100%.
To get to
maybe
Italy and
yeah, fly to
catch
Europe.
catch coronavirus.
Yeah. Well, yeah, in Italy you would, yeah. Well, apparently, but
Oh, yeah.
yeah,
It's kicking off over there.
Yeah.
apparently.
big time.
Kick it off.
Kicking off like
But yeah,
the
yeah. It sounds fucking mean. Like it sounds really good, and it looks. It's probably worth the money, I reckon. You get your money's worth out of that weekend,
Hell yeah.
or however many days you're at sea.
Yeah.
It'd probably be like 7 to 10.
No, it's not. It's only.
it's not.
I think it's
short-
maybe 4 or 5.
short
It's a
version.
short one, but for what it's worth,
Yeah.
you know.
If you had 14 days at sea of not playing
Yeah.
every night, you'd be
dead
by the end of it.
Yeah.
Yeah, they'd be fucking dead as well. Like
Yeah.
they I don't know. Well, I do know how these people do these tours. It's called OxyContin.
Yeah.
Yeah, these celebrities and their OxyContin, and it gets them through the day. But yeah. So
Would it be time for Jim's movie reviews?
it is actually, and I've got a few. I've got a few to talk about.
I've got one to tag on. I'm going to tag on.
Do you know what I'm doing?
No.
Because it might be on my list. Is it on my list?
No.
That's cool. Let's have our movie reviews then, because
Yeah.
it's episode 10. Let's chill.
Yeah.
This is the lounge session.
Yes, this is a
Yeah.
this is a do whatever the fuck we want episode and get away with it.
Yeah, fuck you guys.
Yeah.
So because I have been under the weather, piss and blood, recently, I've had a lot of
It's
time
like the
to
fifth
recover.
time we've said
And,
piss and blood.
and I keep thinking of Rain and Blood by Slayer.
Yeah.
Rain and Blood! It's right
Piss and blood.
I've had a lot of time to be sore.
Crimson Dawn. Wake
Yeah.
up, have a piss. Oh no.
It was crimson. Actually, no, it was really dark brown. It looked like cola. It looked like Coke.
Ooh, that's
And when
disturbing.
that happens, go to your GP.
Yeah.
Definitely.
Especially if you're like, I've been drinking water.
Yeah.
See,
And
the
I've
thing
got
is-
Coke piss.
I wasn't even in pain. Well, I had a sore stomach the night before, and then the morning I felt all right, and then that happened, and I was like, "Oh, that's not right. It shouldn't be that color."
You
Straight to the doctors.
rough.
Yes. So I have had a lot of time to watch movies and get by, and be in pain, and I've been feeling sorry for myself. Now, one movie I have seen before, I had to watch it the other day because I needed a good cheer up because I was feeling sorry for myself. You know, it's quite sad. A Million Ways to Die in the West.
Oh
If
yeah.
You've never seen it, and it's just funny
Yeah.
It's just nice. The comedy is brilliant.
I'm glad I've only seen it once because I could watch it again.
Yeah.
I don't remember pretty much any
I
of it.
watched it like a day ago, and I almost put it straight back on again.
Yeah.
But then I decided to watch the Orville. Start watching the Orville. It's all right. It's not all comedy based. He's tried to be quite sci-fi with the
Yeah.
Orville.
Okay, I haven't seen it yet.
It's kind of Star Trek-y. It's Seth MacFarlane's own Star Trek.
Yeah.
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 It's all right. It's good. It's good. It's not as funny as A Million Ways to Die in the West,
Yeah,
but
nice.
yeah. Yeah. Oh, you dad, you got the black shits. you know. But yeah, great film. Anyway, and P.S. disclaimer: one of these is a TV series.
Oh,
Netflix, The Stranger.
I've started watching it. Yeah.
Get it finished. It is fucking ridiculous. I smashed it in one day. 8 episodes, 8 hours. Just fucking like monging out in front of the TV, just watching
Nice.
this thing. It's worth a watch.
What's it about? A boot.
A stranger appears, and it's set in England. A stranger appears and approaches. The first episode, the stranger's a lady, and she approaches this man and discloses some. To start with, it seems like a wild accusation about his wife, and she says, "Your wife has done this, or this has happened, and here's the proof." And she gives it to him, and he's like, "Nah, this woman's fucking crazy." So he ends up researching it, and as to when it's alleged to have happened, and pieces start getting put together. And then as the series goes on, the stranger starts approaching other people, like randomly, and the story goes on from there. I don't want to get into it too much because
Yeah.
It'll
Dave's
ruin
watched a
it,
bit of it.
yeah.
Yeah.
Is it thriller or drama? Or?
Drama, drama,
Okay.
kind of psychological.
Yeah,
kind of,
it's
not, yeah,
psychological thriller. It's cool. It's good.
yeah. If you've watched Line of Duty, that's the kind of vibe I had from it. That is an incredible program that you need to watch. Very good, and it's got Martin Compton in
Oh,
it.
I have seen a few of them. Yeah.
Stick to that because it's brilliant.
Yeah.
Another one I watched, and this was a while back though. I can't remember if I touched on it, but the Peanut Butter Falcon.
No.
Shia LaBeouf and the actor that has Down syndrome. I don't know his name. We should probably Google it and get him. But I think it's the first guy that's had Down syndrome and a main character in a film. He plays a lad with Down syndrome that gets put into care by his family, but he's in an old folks home, and it's not the place for him.
No.
And sadly, his family just abandon him.
Yeah.
And he escapes from the old folks home, and he meets up with Shia LaBeouf, and it goes from there. It's a brilliant film. It's nice. It's just a nice family film. It's funny as fuck as well. Like there's some really good funny bits in it. Dave, have you got IMDb up? Can you get the
doing
actor's
it
name,
now.
please?
So we can look now.
I always liked Shia LaBeouf.
His name is Zach Gottison.
Yeah, Zach Gottison. That's it. He's the first lead movie role with Down syndrome.
Yes, correct.
But yeah, it's a brilliant film. Regardless the fact that the guy's got Down syndrome, it's just a brilliant film.
Yeah.
It's family friendly. It's warm. It's funny.
There's some decent actors in it.
Yeah, there's some a few big numbers in it.
Yeah.
We also watched 1917.
I've heard good things.
Very good. People need to not compare it to any other war film.
Dunkirk.
Yes, exactly. People were comparing it to Dunkirk.
Yeah.
It was a different war. It was a fucking World War One. Anyway, good film. Really tense. It sucks you into the story because it's only the two of them for the film. So it sucks you in really deep.
That's
like
pretty cool.
yeah, it's more drama based. So good film, worth a watch.
Ah, excellent.
Also watch Midway.
Thoughts?
Good.
Was that
Yeah.
another
Good.
war movie as well?
Yeah, it's
Battle of
the
Midway.
result. It's
Yeah.
the aftermath of Pearl Harbor. It's
Yeah.
something that happened afterwards. Really good. It's more like Pearl Harbor, action, planes, Woody Harrelson. So it's pretty. Wait, Woody Harrelson?
Yeah.
Yeah, Woody Harrelson. He's in it. It's good. Good film. Good action. Worth a watch. But finally, there was one film I was very, very keen and aroused to watch, and I was looking forward to it.
Around?
Yeah, I was. When I watched the adverts, I was just like, oh my God, this is going to be so good. It's like another Shutter Island. It's set in ye olde times. It's in black and white. Willem Dafoe, Robert Pattinson,
Ooh,
The Lighthouse.
I love Willem Dafoe.
And I'm going to sum The Lighthouse up in one sentence. I'm glad I never paid for it.
Sad.
Oh no.
Sad.
Because they've been using that comparison for his the new Batman coming out. Going,
Yeah.
look
What,
at him
really?
wake and act. Yeah, like he's
The new Batman's been getting filmed in Glasgow.
oh, really.
Yeah, and there's people like taking pictures of like him going through a fucking shitty housing estate on the bat bike.
Yeah.
It's funny.
It makes sense because if
Because
Scotland.
Scotland's a shithole.
Yeah, because from what you've described, Scotland is drab and grey, and it
Scotland
always
is
rains.
Gotham City.
Yeah.
Yeah, and full of junkies. Yeah.
Yeah, that's pretty much how you've described it.
Everyone's parents get killed in an alleyway. Yeah, Scotland's pretty bad.
The whole place is full of Batmen.
The Ministry for Dead
The bad
Parents
people.
presents.
Glasgow.
We've all got butlers. Butlers called what's he called?
Alfred.
Yeah, Alfred. Yeah, we've all got them. Yeah, there's hundreds of Michael Caines.
I'll think of you, Batman.
Yeah.
But yeah, the lighthouse. Yeah, yeah.
So
I was disappointed.
I think I'm gonna boycott the Robert Pattinson Batman. I'm not gonna fucking see it.
No, I
There's
don't.
no. He should not be Batman. Everything against the whole movie franchise goes against the grain of what should be Batman.
There could have been other Batmans. Let's face it. There could have been other actors, but in the acting in the film is good, but it's the story that fucked it.
Okay.
Like it's an intense hour and a
I-
half
I
of
can-
acting.
The new Batman has got other decent actors that may
Nah,
lift it up. I'm gonna watch
Nah.
it anyway. I'm gonna watch it.
I'm not gonna see it. I'm gonna boycott it just because it's fucking him. And it's not a discredit to his acting skills. It's just he doesn't fit that fucking role. Like
True.
it. I don't know. To me, it just doesn't fit.
I think again, and you might not agree with me on this one, but who was the guy that played Ant-Man?
Paul Rudd.
Poor Ed.
I don't think he's a superhero actor, in my view.
No, he's not really.
No, it was
but
it was odd seeing him do that role.
his
Like, I like Paul
characters,
Rudd.
Yeah,
I like Paul Rudd, but
He's-
I didn't think it was
I
superhero
think
film.
I haven't read much. I don't know anything about Ant-Man apart from what's in the cinematic universe.
Was the Avengers like? It's only the Avengers I've seen him in.
Yeah.
I just didn't place him as.
But
a,
I don't think it's really meant to be though.
Yeah,
He's not meant to be a hero. He's just meant to be a guy that accidentally sort of fell into that role.
yeah,
Yeah, because there was multiple Ant-Men per se.
Yeah.
Because Hank
And
Pym
people.
And people. That was crab people, wasn't it?
And half people. Yeah, that was crab people. South Park,
Crab
yeah.
people. That was one of the early.
Oh yeah, that's an
episodes,
early
wasn't
one.
it?
Yeah. Half crab, half people. And then it was Al Gore that researched and fought Man Bear Pig.
Yeah.
Actually, there's the most recent series. In fact, 22. We're on 23 now. I think 22 or 23. Al Gore is back,
Nice.
and Man Bear Pig is alive.
Bear Pig.
He's like a half man, half bear, half pig. Yeah, it's Man Bear Pig.
It's Man Bear Pig.
I'm Al Gore. I'm
you guys-
super cereal.
Did you guys see? Yeah, I remember. I remember. Did you guys ever watch the Inconvenient Truth? His documentary.
I think I started it and then got bored. It's not.
Al Gore's.
Oh yeah.
Oh.
He did a. Oh, it's
about climate change. Isn't it?
yeah, it's about climate change. This came out fucking what?
Yeah.
5-10 years ago now.
Yeah, if
Is
not
it-
longer. Yeah.
Is it like Super Size Me? Because I really like that.
Nah,
it
it
just
wasn't.
made me want to go
it's
get
it's
Macca's.
basically him just talking in front of a screen with graphs and shit, but it's actually quite confronting if you listen to it. So, but anyway, yeah. To tag on to your movie reviews.
Yes.
I went and saw Sonic with the kids.
Oh,
Oh,
what was it?
Good.
Good.
Yeah,
Yeah,
That's it.
it's good.
it's good.
That's good.
Nice.
It's good.
Well, if you want to talk deeper into it, apparently it has done the best out of any video game adaptation movie ever.
Oh,
Oh wow, that's good. Yeah.
Yeah, so I think the next
Because
close-
Tetris the film was shit.
they talked about it. Yeah, that was funny. I think the next closest one was one of the Resident Evils. I think.
Probably.
I think I'm wrong about that.
No, I wouldn't think that would be.
No, I know, but apparently
Yeah.
because they were all shit. The first one was okay.
That was the one that Slipknot wrote My Plague for.
Yeah.
Was it
With the
the
theme
first
tune,
one?
yeah.
Marilyn Manson did the intro as well.
Yeah.
which
Yeah.
is a really good, creepy intro. But yeah, I think the rest of them were shit, but they actually did really well in the box office, which is confusing.
Because they've redid the whole of Sonic because they complained about.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah, 'cause he looked like shit.
He
Yeah.
did
He
look like
fucking
fucking
looked like
shit.
shit.
He didn't even look like what he should have been. But yeah, they changed it, and it wasn't bad.
Cool.
It was all right.
Nice.
I am quite worried about Jim Carrey though.
He is going
He
a bit
seems,
troppo.
yeah, he seems to be like he's gonna be I mean, it's sad to say, but I reckon he's like Robin Williams status. Like I don't know, he seems to be a sad man.
He's a sad,
haven't-
happy man.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I haven't seen him off camera
Yeah, he's
lately.
going
Well, not that I
down
know him or anything.
He
but
seemed normal in the movie. Well,
yeah,
not, but
yeah.
like,
I just think he's a very I think he's up there. Like, have you seen his artwork?
no.
His artwork's fucking
fucking
incredible.
amazing, yeah.
Incredible.
Wow, I haven't
But
seen
like,
it,
yeah,
yeah.
you look at it and you go, oh, he needs a cuddle.
Because
I think you should. If you listen, Jim Carrey, if you're listening, come round.
We'll give you a cuddle.
We'll make you a jaffle
Yeah.
because we know what's hot and what's
And
not.
what's not?
that's right.
In jaffles. So we'll make you a jaffle. You can sit in the podcast. You don't have to talk. You don't have to make jokes. We'll make the jokes.
Yeah.
But maybe do some Ace Ventura.
Yeah. Excuse me, do you have a banaka or a mint?
Yeah, I love that bit. That's my favorite. That's my favorite bit of the whole movie. Yeah. Excuse me.
Hola mio.
I like the bit with the spears in his
Do
legs.
you have a mint?
Dave, you got any films before we fin?
No, I've got Phil, but I got one shout out. So,
Oh, okay.
These guys have given us a review on Apple Podcast, and it was a fantastic review. And the boys at the Time Spent Poorly show, they are very, very funny, and they put up a lot of topics like we do. They've been doing it a lot longer than we have, and they do it on YouTube. They cover some random topics. They talked about my favourite one I listened to was that how much of a pedophile that Elvis was. And it was fucking hilarious.
It's actually a really good title for a show.
Yeah. How much
Good
of a
title for a
pedophile
show.
Elvis
Yeah.
was.
Time
It was
spent
called-
poorly.
It was
Yeah.
called the Goo Suede Shoes, and it was talking about the fact that or the Blue Suede Goo. It was called.
Oh.
Yeah.
And that just reminds me of South Park. Come and get load off about his creamy goo. Yeah.
But yeah, so they're very, very funny. There's like 5 of them that do the show. So shout out, boys. Time Spent Poorly show. Look them up everywhere normal and on YouTube as well. A lot of videos.
We spend our time very poorly.
Yeah.
Yeah, doing
Yeah.
this. Yeah.
They literally just
It's
talk
good
like
though.
shit like we do. It's cool.
Yeah.
Are they the ones that left us the really long review?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, that was an awesome review.
Yeah,
That was
appreciate
it's probably the most in depth we've had.
Yeah, and it was very appreciative, and it was very nice.
It's nice to get reviews from people that are better than us.
Yeah,
Oh yeah,
You know,
and
like people that are like
been doing it longer.
Yeah, exactly. Like
Yeah.
other artists.
Yeah.
It's nice to get reviews that, that say that they enjoy, and yeah,
content creators.
and our boys. Who are our boys that we fuck with?
Oh, the amazingly awful
Yeah.
podcast.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I love
it's
that.
amazing.
By the way, we're not Irish.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm Scottish, and these guys aren't Scottish. But that's cool because we fuck
We
with
fuck
y'all.
with y'all.
Yeah.
We fuck with y'all,
Yeah,
man.
And
Fuck y'all,
hey,
man.
we're walking here.
Yeah.
Yeah,
and I think
listen to their review in that
Dave,
episode.
you were sending. I think the other day we got to do a collab with Time of Death as well.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
Collab would be good.
Time of Death Pod. We're going to be in a collaboration, hopefully with them soon. And finally,
Big news.
big news. We've been working on a very sort of secret-y project with multiple different angles. In
Top
relation to-
secret.
Top secret in relation to a video covering a very, very, well, actually not even famous serial killer from Western Australia called Eric Edgar Cook, called the Night Caller. In the 1960s, he went on a massive rampage and killed 8 people and attempted to kill 14 others. So we'll be covering him soon, but we're going to be adding a lot of other special guests, some extra insights that other podcasts haven't had, as well as videos from a special place that he spent some time at.
It's going to be a one-off special feature. We're going to solely that episode will be about that topic.
Yeah.
There'll be nothing.
Yeah.
There'll be nothing else. My movie reviews can get to fuck unless there's a movie that's been done about him, but I don't think there has.
No.
So yeah.
I think
So
there's a book.
Yeah.
or
yeah,
two.
you're reading it, aren't you?
Yeah,
few
called
books.
Broken Lives. It's
Yeah,
very, very
so
good.
yeah, it was we're pretty excited to be doing this one. It's really
Yeah,
good. It's in
it's gonna be
depth. We're hoping we can do it a bit of justice as well.
Yeah.
You know, we're hoping to get the research right.
I think we'll do all
The
right.
content, yeah.
I think we'll do good.
Yeah. It's going to be interesting, and you know
Yeah,
we've
fucking cool.
Yeah, it's been kind of official. Like we've been
Yeah.
talking to people.
Yeah.
Like actual
Like real people.
like organizational bodies. Like there's
Government agencies.
Indeed.
Are they?
Yeah,
Are they, a government?
they
Are they
Yeah.
technically a government agency? Wow, we've been talking to damn government boys.
We fucking with y'all.
We fucking with y'all.
The government agencies.
Yeah. So yeah, it's going to be good. It's a work in progress. We want to get it right.
Yep.
There might be another episode before then.
I would think so, yeah.
A normal episode.
Yeah.
Well, what's normal? But a regular episode of what we
Yeah.
do between then. Because we want to get it right. We want it to be good,
Yeah.
exciting, in depth.
There may be some drone footage. There may be some
Thorough.
special little videos going on. Maybe a starting of a new YouTube channel.
Oh.
Maybe see our faces? Maybe?
I
don't know.
We'll see how we go.
Yeah.
We'll
Nah,
see how
I've,
it
I've,
looks.
I've got a face for radio.
Me too.
You
Yeah.
sure,
Actually,
guys,
no,
sure
I'm,
do.
I'm
Yeah.
handsome as fuck.
You are.
No, I think my voice is more sexy than my face. But that's just me. Like, I don't know what you think. Well, that's just me.
We'll
I
talk through
kinda
our
like your
arseholes,
voice.
Ace Ventura.
What's that?
We'll talk through our arseholes, Ace Ventura.
That's a good idea.
Yeah.
Oh no, we gotta get the mask.
Yeah.
The
If we
pig
get-
mask.
If we can get the pig mask in
Imagine,
time.
imagine doing where we're gonna.
What
do
about the
this.
plague masks?
Well, but that doesn't. Really
We can't
fit.
because they're selling out right now.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly right.
Because of the coronavirus. People are actually buying those fucking things.
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
Filled
Wow.
with
Yeah.
spices.
Filled with
Yeah.
spices.
Yeah.
Episode 3.
3. Yeah.
Was it 3?
Yeah.
Shit.
Yeah.
No, but it was over 2 episodes though.
Yeah, so you talked about the plague on one.
Then we talked about
And
the
then we
masks
talked
in the
about
second.
Plague
plague
doctors.
doctors. I think.
Plague doctors,
Plague doctors.
not real doctors.
Filled
No, but
with
it could-
straw and spices, episode 4.
yeah.
Yeah. No, but it'd be good to get a shot of us at this location,
Location,
this
yes.
secret
Yeah,
location, at a casting table of some sort, wearing the pig mask with the hoods.
We could do that.
Mics.
We could
That'd
do
be
that.
fucking.
Oh,
that'd be
like a
pretty
cult.
Cool. Yeah.
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 Like,
Yeah.
Like, like the occult.
The occult.
The
The occult.
occult.
The occult. The
The
occult.
occult. You get
The occult. The occult.
look at it.
You alright? You sound like you had like that sounded like it had heartburn in it. Like that's like, you know when you're like in the pub and you have a beer and you get that heartburn backwash. You're like, like, but you try, but you try not to spew up the pulled pork sliders.
Oh.
And then someone says, "Let's get Sambuca."
And then,
Yeah. So anyway, boys,
Thank
episode
you.
10.
See you guys later.
We've come a long way.
Indeed.
We
Let's,
missed
yeah.
you. We missed you guys.
I've missed you guys too.
I miss you, yeah.
It's been a
Love you long
it's
time.
been a while
Since
I could podcast with my friends.
I gotta piss.
Okay, goodbye.
Bye. Bye.